If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. Lived 1,000 lives, I piloted 1,000 souls, I killed and fought and died just for a single role.
1,000 games.
All right. Welcome to One Shot Saturday. I'm sorry, you're going to do it. Go ahead.
Hello. Thank you for joining us for session number 1 of Shibuyan Nights, a one-shot on the Happy Jacks RPG Network. To catch up on past episodes, visit happyjacks.org/ I guess it's one shot?
This is a one-shot.
One shot.
I don't know. We'll find out.
And to find all of the shows on the Happy Jacks Network, visit happyjacks.org/show.
That's the key one, happyjacks.org/show.
Intro Stu. Oh, wait, no, intro Mo.
Mo.
That's...
Oh yeah, this is Mo, and he's our GM. He's never been on the show before.
Hey.
Well, you were on the con.
Yeah.
You came on the con show.
Yeah.
But I will ask you again, as I do to everyone, who are you and what do you do that makes you famous?
Long time listener, first time caller.
Dear Happy Jacks, I never thought this would happen to me.
Those are always the
I
best.
found myself in a game table on live camera. I'm designer of Shibuyan Nights, a anime role playing game that's in a fantasy steampunk version of modern day Tokyo. So you don't need a degree in history. This is not a period drama. This is like a wild, wacky anime type thing. Think Studio Ghibli meets kind of whatever your favorite anime is. So
Okay.
we're gonna go and we're gonna
I don't know what that means.
Studio Ghibli.
Like Spirited
Princess
Away,
Mononoke, Spirited
Yeah.
Away.
Nazca and Valley of the Wind.
Yeah.
Smile and nod, Stu.
Those are words.
Cat Bus.
I'll get you a playlist.
the amount of anime I've watched is very small.
You would, I think you'd really like Miyazaki does the best of
Oh,
all
yeah.
the animes
Of
ever. Yeah,
All the storytelling, yeah.
yeah.
It's action, but sometimes it has the feels. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
it's good stuff. So we're going to start by creating our characters, and we have some character types I'm going to put out here on the table. Feel free to flip through them.
I already want to see it. I want to be the brewer.
There you go.
Arcana. What?
Oh, I thought this said thinks for a second.
So
Don't do none of that.
So a brewer, tanks,
I'll
monk.
be a warrior.
Brewer,
Get
tanks,
this out of the way.
Skijins, the
Anybody care?
Skijin pirates,
Okay.
and then you got the Rapungans. And the Rapungans...
PG Fish Market.
Yeah, exactly. The Rapungans are, if you didn't like them, you'd say they were the Thieves Guild.
Okay.
But, don't be rude.
That sounds like an accusation. If you call them
Exactly.
thieves.
We're going to start off in whatever guild you choose, and then at the beginning of the game, we're going to figure out why you join the Rapungans. The Rapungans are a guild in Shibuya that aren't as uppity and snooty as some of the other guilds. They take all comers, and people have lots of reasons why they want to become a Rapungan. If you ever need help, a Rapungan will always help a Rapungan. They will also demand 15% of all your future profits.
Sweet.
So, well, no, they want you to be successful in all your endeavors, and you probably will have some protection because you're paying the Rapungans.
Okay.
So, what happens that puts you in such hard times that you went and joined the Rapungans? That's a question I'm going to ask when we get started.
Okay.
Are we settled on what we're doing?
Yeah.
Is this kind of like is this a PBTA hack?
It's a PBTA hack.
Okay. Cool.
Lots of forged in the dark flavors.
Okay. I'm gonna start recording now.
Okay. Then there's that. Welcome to Shibuyan Nights, an anime fantasy role-playing game.
And this is Mo, our GM.
Hey!
Yeah, who are you?
Yay.
And designer.
Game designer of Shibuyan Nights.
And there's a live Kickstarter.
And there's a live Kickstarter at Kickstarter. You go to ShibuyanNights.com, SHIBUYAN, Nights with a K, and you can buy the game right here. We're going to create our characters, and then we're going to jump right into the action.
Cool beans.
Sweet.
So, as you open up your sheets, you're going to see some PBTA style stats, and you guys get 3 levels that you can boost as we start the game. You may want to look at your feats first, FEATS, not FEETS, and they may give you an idea of like cool stuff that your people from your guild can do, and they also augment rolls. So you may say, I need to have a lot of this, and but I have this feat like called shot for the Skeejans, and that allows me to do the thing I want to do, so I'll put my skills elsewhere. So go ahead and bump up 3 stats. Don't start more than 2 with anything. Plus 2 with anything.
Okay.
Wait, what did they start at?
They start kind of where they start. Yours all start at 0.
Oh, okay.
But some people start at -1.
Okay.
I have one that starts at +1 and one at -1.
Correct.
Okay.
That's just flavor and balancing. If you have questions, please let me know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looks like we have a pirate and a
Yarr.
arcane,
Yes.
and we have a
Warrior.
warrior, and we have I'm really trying
I'm
to
brewer.
a brewer. There we go. This is gonna be fun. Stu playing a brewer.
And you said 3 of these,
Yeah.
right?
So bump up 3 stats, or bump up 1 stat twice.
Now, just a quick question.
Yes.
It for each of the
You're going to
feats.
choose 1 feat.
Oh, we're going to choose one.
gonna choose
okay.
1 feat.
All right.
Oh, so
But I noticed that each one mentions 2 stats.
Right, and for campaign play, those are prereqs. This is a
Okay.
one-shot, so we're just going to get in and get started.
Got it. Okay. But
Yep.
are those what you would roll? That you would add your modifier to?
No, so if you wanted the feat a good hot meal,
Mm-hmm.
you have to make sure you had a +1 in make and a +1 in notice.
Okay, got it. Okay.
But this is a one-shot, so
Okay.
let's crunch.
so we choose.
Those are just kind of flavors
Okay.
that you can like. Okay, I done chosen this guild. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I want to go ahead and just be a samurai and just follow this equation, and boom, you're a samurai. Because some people pick up a game and they're like, I have no idea what's going on. If you have questions, please ask.
So.
Oh, we'll go down the samurai track.
I'm gonna play to type and pick the polymorph track on here because there's
Bingo.
animal stuff.
Make it happen.
I'm going to take the captain route.
Okay.
You're right. Heavy and air pirate.
I'm going to be a cook.
Nice.
I will do the good hot meal thing. And I bumped up. We bump up 3, right?
You're going to get +3. So you can use 1 for, so you can get +2 in something, or you can get +3 in 3 things.
Got it. Okay. All right.
After you have chosen your skill levels and your feat, we're going to go to the other side of the page, and you're going to choose your hometown. Now, I'm going to hand out another piece of paper that's going to help you kind of have some instant flavor, since you guys haven't read the book, since it hasn't been published yet. And you're going to notice there are parts of the city. If you open it up inside, you're going to see parts of the city of Shibuya. And we have places like Akihabara, where the tanks hang out. We have places like the farmland, where people kind of go to retire. You got places like Ikebukuro, which is where the warriors hang out. And you can be from any place, and that's just going to add some flavor to the game, if the game happens to go that place. And you're going to get benefits of having people you can ask favors of, a place you can hide out, and you're going to have area knowledge, which means, oh, I know exactly where to get that particular thing. And on a roll, you'll know exactly where to get that particular thing. You have pluses to that.
Okay. So, but mixing and matching is totally cool.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Because as much as it would be fun to start off where the Mages Guild is, I think I want to start in Ueno.
Excellent. Yeah. Just kind of gives you some texture.
Mm-hmm.
You tell people, you're just a mage, and you're like, well, I don't feel special now. And I'm going to give you this Mac, and you're going to be choosing some spells.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Yeah. And go ahead and look through that list and pick 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask you about them later. Not too worried about it right now.
Okay.
Again, this is going to add flavor to who your character is.
Ooh. I'm going to take that.
If you have questions, please shout and let me know. You know, my,
Do we note our hometown on here somewhere?
yes, there's a list of those hometowns. You can
Oh,
just circle
okay,
one.
got it.
Does Kabukicho still exist in this world?
Kabukicho is not a thing,
Okay. Fair enough. Then I'll be from Roppongi
right?
because I will party.
I'm trying not to, make it stereotypical.
Right.
People are like, well, can I go find the Yakuza? And I'm like,
You did. They're called Roppongians.
I don't want the Yakuza to come find me. So,
Yeah.
no, you can't find the Yakuza. We're not making fun of anybody.
Yep.
We're just having a good time.
Okay. I picked 3 spells.
Excellent. And you can write those. There's a space to write stuff on that
Oh, okay.
back.
Or I can just...
Or you could just keep that and know what you
wait.
did.
Oh, no! There's a whole other side. It's got stuff
Sorry.
I'd rather have.
There you go.
Never mind.
That's why we're here.
Playing
Um,
to type transform.
After you pick your hometown, you're going to pick your kickback. Now, you're going to get banged up in this game, and that means you're going to take stress. How are you going to recover stress? You're going to kick back. So, do you kick back with repetition, seclusion, tempting chance, meditation, indulgence, or intimacy? So, repetition. I might need to paint something, and then I can relax. I might need to go work out, go for a run. Seclusion. I just need a minute. So your character takes off for a little bit, comes back, and they feel better. Tempting chance. You might need to gamble or go and join your fight club or whatever. Intimacy. You might need to go get a hug from your mom or whatever else you choose to do. I'm going to let you guys color this how you like. Indulgence is going to eat some soup or having some drinks or doing some drugs.
Choice.
Yeah, right? And like, la la la, oh, indulgence. There you go.
Okay, we're going to all start at rep level 1. If I'm going too fast, please let me know. I see people making choices. So,
Okay.
and then,
Does it really matter on like a corporate center? Because I got an idea that my dude was like a salary type guy, and that there was some sort of corporate warfare, and there was some sort of fight in the street, and he killed the samurai, and took his identity.
I love it.
So his corporate or his job got destroyed, or his business, like whoever he worked for, got destroyed. So he's like, "Well, I kind of killed this guy. I guess I'm kind of good at fighting."
Sure.
Yeah. So is there like a certain place that you would think that would lend more to within these cities?
Shinjuku is like the most kind of buttoned up place to be from. That's like the judicial center.
Okay.
And so if you wanted to talk to somebody who was in prison or get in touch with an attorney or, figure out, maybe we can make that place belong to us. Being from Shinjuku would be a good place to make all that happen. Why did you become a Roppongan? So, like I said, for some reason, you decided to bequeath 15% of all your future profits to the Roppongans. that's not a normal thing you just want to do. And so something happened. Did you need protection? Did you find yourself on the run from some folks, even Rapungans, who decided, and you decided, the best way to get out of trouble and keep my neck attached to my head is to join Rapungans? Did you have huge debt? Did you need a family? Were the streets overcrowded? Did you need a place to go? A home away from home. Were you cast out from your guild because you just couldn't follow the rules? Or were you doing things that the Rapungans were always doing and you felt like, I could just get better rates. If you can't beat them, join them. Go ahead and circle one of those.
Okay, so if I stole somebody's racing dirigible
Yes.
to go in to put myself into a race,
Yes.
so I could get enough money to buy myself one and
Yes.
crashed it, would that be protection from the people who own the racing dirigible, or a debt because I owe them money?
Yes. I think that's a
Alright.
great story. And, all I'm just trying to come up with is a great story.
All right, I'm gonna say protection.
Yep.
I don't actually have the circle option on here, so I just
you
wrote
don't?
something in. Is that okay?
Yeah. I have to fix that.
Okay. Yeah, I wrote something in, so it would fall under one of the categories anyway.
Good looking. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. How we doing? Are we all caught up? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Shibuya runs on a favor-based economy. Okay? So, essentially, things have costs, and you could pay the cost, or you could incur a favor from somebody, and they'll just get it for you. And some big favors cost more than little favors. Okay? You guys are going to be going to do favors for somebody who then, in turn, kind of keeps keeps you protected, or whatever it is that made you join the Rapungans. Okay? So, amongst yourselves, let's start by introducing our characters, and then we're going to ask the dumb question. Oh, yeah. Let's do some names. But then we're going to do the dumb question, who at the table do you owe because maybe they pulled your fat out the fire, or maybe they pointed you in the right direction, or maybe somebody was chasing you and they said he went that way when you didn't go that way. Are we looking at the name generator?
Yes. FantasyNameGenerators.com, man.
There we go.
Yeah, it should be like a Japanese style name, or like Toby.
This is about being fun.
Okay.
It's not about being Japanese. This is Shibuya, not Japan.
Cool.
A lot of the food and a lot of the places sound like they're from Tokyo.
Mm-hmm.
This is about having fun.
Okay.
Waiting for namegenerator.com to come up.
I've decided to go somewhere else.
Oh, okay. But where are the best names, Steve?
I don't like that one.
Let's start. Mac, are you ready to tell us a little bit about your character?
Sure. So, playing to type, because there's an option in here for the arcane to have, animal abilities, and everybody knows that, werewolf stuff's my jam.
There it is.
So, her name is Kit. Her aesthetic is kind of trash witch.
On brand.
On brand. Yeah, I'm cosplaying my character today.
Green hair.
She doesn't have green hair, but I gave her yellow eyes, so she has kind of animal-looking eyes all the time, even when she's not actually transformed.
Okay.
And she got in trouble with the monks because they have this really great nature preserve that's theirs, and she thinks it should also be open to her, and they're not very happy about it, so she joined the Rapungans for protection because the monks are really pissed off at her.
Got it.
Because she's like, I'm just going to come in here and turn into stuff and maybe hunt some of the cute little birdies and shit that you got here.
There we go.
And they thought that was no.
So the monks like to meditate and hang out with and listen to the birds chirp.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm going to chase those and maybe eat a couple.
There you go. Excellent. Do you turn into many things, or do you have a favorite?
Many things, but definitely she would Wolf would be her main thing.
Excellent.
Because again, I'm just gonna lean to type today.
There it is. There it is.
I like seeing how many systems I can break with werewolf aesthetic.
Let's do it. Eli.
My guy's name is the Salary Man. That's just what's on my head right now. He has a business suit minus the jacket on, and he has a black tie. He looks like the Salary Man, but it has different fabrics on it because how many fights he's got into.
Okay.
So that's kind of the thought that I had. His normal height is kind of looks like he would blend into a crowd, and that he joined the Ropungis because he basically needed the protection after his employer fell. That just his thing is to serve, and he just wants to be able to get protected and give them protection.
Okay. Excellent. And Tappy?
My character's name is Red, and he has blue hair, medium high, kind of wiry body, and he's wearing kind of loose pants and knee-high boots, and kind of a loose-fitting shirt as well.
Kind of
goggles and shit. Not really like that parody.
Okay.
More not like a 17th century pirate, but more kind of like a Victorian kind of.
Okay.
Button-up suit, but the sleeves aren't super tight and everything. Yeah, I'm gonna go with goggles and stuff too because he is an air pirate.
Yeah.
And so he stole a racing dirigible or a racing airship, which in my head is about the size of this table, maybe 10 feet long, shaped like a torpedo. And on one side there's a boom out where there's a weight. On the other side, you're holding it and leaning out to the other way. So you can lean forward to turn one way, or lean back all the way to turn the other way.
I like it.
And so it has the minimum amount of stuff on it, so that you can use all of your weight for syngas and the engine.
And your thing is getting there fast.
Yeah.
Excellent. I like it. Stu.
All right. His name is Kuku, which I looked up in Japanese for cook.
Okay.
Okay.
He's. I figure he grew up at Port Yokohama, and because that's where all the fishing boats come in early in the morning, he probably gets there and looks for all of the prime cuts of fish right off the bat, which is one of the reasons that people started hating him, because he started going in and getting stuff and maybe bribing the fishermen to give him the best catches of the day.
Right.
So all the rest of the restaurateurs got really ticked off at him, and they actually started threatening his life.
Oh, okay.
So he had to go get protection.
Okay.
That's why he joined the Repugnant.
Excellent.
And he's portly and wears an apron and a white smock with the toque, the chef's toque.
Okay.
So basically what I wore the first year of fair.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. Was that your Captain Cockpants costume?
That was
second.
Yeah, no, that was when I got the name Tappy for being the tapster.
That's right.
Yeah.
And he has a big mustache that he severely tries to make sure none of the hairs that fall out of it end up in food. Right. He does not always succeed.
There it is.
Do you have a mustache net?
He needs one. He's trying to design one, but he can't keep it on.
Dystopian future that we go on.
He's tried nose plugs to kind of hold it in place. It's not working.
All right. Tappy, who do you own amongst this group, and why? What and why?
Well,
so we got Kit, we got Salaryman, Cuckoo, and you are Red. Red with 2 Ds or 1 D?
2 Ds.
Excellent.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds way cooler than what I did. I think the easiest one would be my good man Sal over here, who kept people from, carting me away. So I owe the Salaryman for I think it's more of giving me the shot to get out, as opposed to like murdering a whole bunch of people for like somebody doesn't know.
Okay.
Or we knew each other a little bit, and I'm like, I gotta get out of town, or I gotta get out of here, and like you go that way, and it's like, oh, he went over there,
Okay.
and somebody doesn't believe you and kick his ass or something. I don't know.
Would you say that your design for your ship is unique?
This racing dirigible.
Yeah.
I stole it, but I probably have another one that I'm working on, which is what I need the money for.
Because maybe that could have been like the reason why my corporation went down. Is they're trying to fund your thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
So would that be a good thing or a bad thing?
it would be a thing.
Okay. So you're gonna write down red under who owes you, and
Okay.
you're gonna write down salaryman, under who do I owe. How about you, Kit?
I think maybe I owe Cuckoo. How is it spelled?
K-U-K-K-U.
K-U-K-K-U?
Is your last name Kachu?
It is now.
Nice.
I think I owe Cuckoo because I'm always bringing really interesting things for him to cook. for
Okay.
me, and so we kind of have like a little bit of like a barter system, but it's a little out of whack from what I bring that I've gotten from interesting means, and I don't really ever talk about exactly how I've caught all of this interesting game.
Okay, cool. And I cook it for you for your consumption?
Yeah,
Okay.
probably. And then there's probably like a little bit of trade going on, but I think mostly I've just been like, could you make this delicious for me?
Okay.
Yeah, you keep a little on top for people with kind of interesting and exotic tastes,
Right.
because the more weird it is, the more people will pay, right?
Did one of them make people sick?
It might have been, yeah, something that
Oh.
like could be consumed by like an animal, but not by like a human. And yeah, so I owe you because
Okay.
of oops,
Kit with one T or two?
just one.
Okay.
With 3.
And the silent M.
Oh, I didn't know it was an Irish name.
Salu, who do you owe?
I owe Kit because basically in my need of needing to get out of the fight after I murdered the samurai, like she came as like maybe like a spirit or like a animal shifted and guided me into the forest and got me out of the actual combat and let me live when the rest of my corporation got slaughtered.
Wow,
Yeah,
deep.
yeah.
I like it.
So she saved my life.
And Cuckoo, who do you owe?
I want to owe salary guy. I think that maybe he put up some cash to help me get my business started.
Oh,
So
okay.
so he like already owns probably owns a percentage of it out of that.
Salary guy's got to eat. Nice. Okay, so our next step, and I think this is the last step, is our stuff roll. So you're going to be able to, we're going to roll 2d6, so everybody take out 2d6. Anything that isn't quote-unquote special, like knives, sword, etc., you can say your character has.
Okay.
Okay. You can say your character has 6 sets of armor, salaryman, but you're only going to wear 1 set of armor, okay?
Yeah.
Just in the spirit of not being ridiculous. So let's go ahead and have Stu go ahead and roll 2d6 and see what we get. You want to roll high. And, okay,
8.
so you rolled an 8. So what kind of magical or steampunky or weird and interesting thing would you like? Or feel free to look over here and see cool brewer things that you have on hand that are already kind of built, and we'll figure out how they work. And go ahead and pick 3.
Okay.
Go ahead and pick 3.
3.
Okay.
All right.
And you're going to have like 2 charges of each one for the duration of the game, unless you find some more.
Now, is physician part of brewer?
Yes.
It is. Okay.
Yes. And This guy, he just made some stuff up. I thought it was awesome. Now it's in the game. So feel free to go off the train tracks.
Okay. I don't know what spider roll does, but I want it.
A spider roll
It's
might
delicious.
give you your spider roll might give you spider-like abilities. I don't know if that's to goo stuff up.
Okay.
I don't know if that's to climb webs, walls. You're going to kind of choose an effect,
Okay.
and it's not going to make you into a spider.
Got it. Okay.
But it's going to go in that direction.
Okay.
Yeah. If you make uni, though, you get all these spikes on your back that are like poison.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that fugu?
What?
In that fugu?
Fugu is the one where the ovaries are poisonous.
Oh, okay.
So you don't want to cut those, but
No.
the flesh has a little
yeah,
bit of
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Uni
urchin,
is the
urchin.
urchin, yeah.
That's right.
Uni is the one that looks and tastes like baby poop.
Depends on where you get it. I thought it did too until I went to Japan and it tastes like golden sunlight going down my throat. It was the best fucking thing I ever had.
They must have a different kind of uni than we have here.
But
And as a parent, I've never paid for uni that tasted like baby food. Tabby, go ahead and roll 2d6.
oh, that's good. That's a 10.
A 10. Okay. So
I want pirate ship.
you have your dirigible. Okay.
Yes.
And you're going to tell me if it's fast and tough, or fast and beautiful, or fast, because you said fast, so
Yeah.
I'm fixating on fast. You're going to tell me if you have a small kind of gun attachment. You're going to tell me if you can hold some storage. I don't know if that's part of it.
I think it's like, oh gosh, I just blanked on her name. I had it in my head. You know the motorcycle clubs of Japan that are like
Bosuzoku?
Bosozoku? Yeah.
Yeah.
I want a Bosozoku ship.
Okay.
It's super fast. It's got a crazy bunch of shit on it.
Right.
And I can have like some people on it, but it's not like
Is it loud and annoying?
I have a button for that.
Excellent.
Yeah. It's actually even got hydraulics on it, so I can go like and make it bounce in the air.
Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead and write down. I don't know if I like this word. Write down 4 tags that kind of describe. Write down 3, and fast is going to be 1 because you
Okay.
said fast earlier. Okay.
Fast. Speedy.
Right. Kit, let's go ahead and roll 2d6.
6.
6. Okay.
Not a great roll.
That's not a great roll.
No.
So
Damn it, dice.
that's going to kind of cover the spells you have.
Okay.
And, this is kind of like how, some people are born in life with more and some people are born in life with less. At this particular moment, you kind of have less.
Okay.
Okay.
But do I have access to some of the things that are on the sheet or no?
What do you have in mind?
I'm just curious.
In a spirit of me being reasonable.
Like, I'm just literally asking. Like, Battle Fan sounded really interesting to
A
me.
battle fan is awesome. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Tested.
Yeah.
But if you rolled higher, your battle fan might have a spell attached to it also.
Got
If
it.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. But you have a basic battle fan.
Yeah.
And,
I rolled like crap.
It's got Gucci all over it.
It says Supreme on it.
Yeah, but it's
Super dry.
Gucci.
Yeah.
Go ahead and let's roll 2d6.
That's 10.
Salary man. 10. Okay. So, what do you have in mind? So typically with warriors, we lean toward weapons and armor, but feel free to get a steam build or a magical item, or work some of that into your weapons and armor. I'm happy to steer you in a direction if that's way too much, blank space to fill.
How about... Is it just one thing?
No. You can get 2 pretty cool things or 1 awesome thing, essentially.
I don't know why I have John Wick bulletproof suit in my head.
Yeah,
Ooh.
excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent. So
Yeah.
you have a bulletproof suit,
yeah.
and
And just like a dope katana.
It makes you look cool doing it.
Yeah.
Excellent. And a dope katana. Is the katana something you got from somebody
It's the...
that kind of sent you down this path?
Yeah, it's the opposing samurai from the other corporation that I killed.
Right?
It's his. So more than likely somebody's coming for it.
Right.
And he's been fighting the entire time to try to keep it.
Does it possibly do stuff that you don't know about yet?
I would assume so.
Excellent.
Because he's basically his fighting skill. He's learning it as he's going, so it's kind of like, oh, I could do this today, or I couldn't do it yesterday.
There you go. Excellent. I love it. Any last questions?
You told me to pick 3?
Yes.
Of these? Okay. I also picked Iron Gut.
Okay.
I don't know what that does, but I like it. I figure I should have it.
Okay.
And Truth Serum.
I like it.
Okay.
So,
And this is stuff that I've made.
yeah.
Or something. Okay.
So you're going to have potions, essentially.
Okay.
If you wanted to put them on a tip of an arrow, if you wanted to, do cool stuff with them, yeah, we're in all of that space.
Got it.
Okay.
And for the spider roll, I goo people up.
Excellent.
And make an immobilizer.
Cool.
Like,
I have this idea.
oh, I can't.
Take
Actually,
it.
I want to change my mind. I want to make it darker.
Okay.
Tell me if this is too much.
I'm already excited.
It liquefies their innards.
If they drink it, yes.
Okay.
Please have some sake with me.
Okay.
Rude.
So, you guys typically work for a guy named Nobunori. And Nobunori is kind of inadvertently the high-level Rapungan that you have all kind of been introduced to the Rapungans with. And he kind of keeps you working because a Rapungan has to help a Rapungan. And so lots of people ask Nobunori for favors, and he doesn't have time to take care of all these favors. So he pays you guys a couple coin to go out and handle his light work, essentially. Okay. He also repays you in favors, and he gives you access to things that maybe you'd like to have access to. When you crash your dirigible, it's nice to know somebody who knows somebody who can get it fixed. So Nobunori has sent you to Port Yokohama to catch up with this guy named Sobu. And Sobu has kind of snitched. And he has kind of taken a payoff to let folks know about a shipment of something you haven't asked that was going someplace, and it got hijacked, and he's kind of on the run, and Nobunori just wants to talk to him. You guys know that murder in Shibuya is pretty frowned upon, so if you're going to do something like that, you should kind of do it more discreetly, and you guys are all reputation 1, so when we make a rep roll, you're going to have a +1 to your rep roll. And you guys aren't the people who get sent out to kill somebody. You're not the guys that get sent out to find somebody who Nobunori's going to kill. Because you're not very discreet. You're kind of still getting it together. And you're going to be great one day. Not today.
Today is not that day. Today.
He sends you guys off to get Sobu because he knows that Kuku is a chef, and that he is familiar with the Yokohama area, Port Yokohama area, and Kit can be very discreet when need be, and Red can get there if he needs to, and Salaryman kind of blends in with the crowd and brings the big guns when needed. So he lets you guys know that Sobu's on the run. He can't go to the usual places, but he will probably end up at his brother Riku's little sushi bar. And that's where he always ends up going whenever he's in trouble and he can't be seen on the streets. So you guys are at a sushi bar. It's kind of a little shotgun room. It's got a door in the front, a couple tables in there. It's got a little sushi bar, and then out back there's a little covered area where fish is on ice and beer is on ice. And you guys kind of have an opportunity to stake out the place.
So I kind of decided I wanted to go full Bosozoku.
Okay.
So can I get one of those, like, the jumpsuits that are, have you seen those? That are kind of like the airman
Sure,
jumpsuits.
sure,
Have you seen that?
sure.
Did we get a physical description of what Sobu looks like?
You have a physical description of what Sobu looks like.
Okay, just for the sake of number one anime and because I want to, would it make sense if she's doing recon, she knows what he looks like, to go in like a cat form or something? Like they would just expect like a random cat to just like wander
Absolutely.
into this open air sushi bar?
Absolutely.
What
It's
would
not-
I
it's
need
an
to
open
roll
air.
to-
It's closed.
Oh,
but
is it
yes.
closed? But it's still like
You'll get swatted if you go in the back with the fish.
sure, but like go in and just be like pretending to beg off of the patrons or something,
Absolutely.
looking for him.
Yeah.
Okay, do I need to roll something to do that?
No.
Okay.
That's easy.
All right. Yeah, she's gonna go in like ahead of everybody and just kind of like pat around looking
Mhm.
for this guy.
Okay. So this is metagame outside the game. This is going to be like the short little introductory where we learn the mechanics of the game, and then we'll get to the real game. Quote, unquote.
Sure.
So you're going to make a arcane roll whenever you cast a spell. We're going to
Okay.
fiat that you can turn into a cat because that's what you typically do. But when you do so in combat, we're going to make a roll because it's under pressure. You're going to take 2 stress when you cast a spell.
Okay.
So go ahead and mark off 2 stress.
All right.
And as you go about your spell casting, we get to the point where you can choose to cause yourself trauma to keep casting spells or not.
Or to reduce stress to do like the kickback. Thing,
And we're going
right?
to do that in downtime outside of the action, as it were.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. Did anybody choose +1 grit?
Negative.
Excellent. So
I should have.
you all have 8 stress, and if you look on your stress chart, you're going to see that after 8 squares, it starts getting colored, and that's because, well, those are optional as you go up in grit.
So we count like the ones we have. We count from here to 8.
So these 8
Right.
are what you have, and you don't have this.
Okay, got
But
it.
you could grow to have that
Okay,
after this session when you get experience.
got it.
Okay.
I think I would be like outside covering avenues of escape. Make sure he doesn't get anywhere.
There's a certain point where, at this point, you all are on this job, so you should all talk to each other.
No, hey.
I'd like to hear about it, but
Yeah.
So we're
so
fighting beforehand.
we can make a plan.
All right.
I mean,
Make sure he doesn't get anywhere.
yeah. I mean, I think we'd probably be covering.
I'm ordering.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking for this guy specifically so I can like report back where he is, and I imagine like I'm kind of going like the Sailor Moon route where if I want to talk to somebody, I maybe could.
Absolutely. So you kind of go and you poke around inside.
What was that?
I don't know. What was that?
The apocalypse.
Not quite.
Is that
Yeah.
booming like right here, or is that from outside?
I don't know.
I'll be right back.
So Stu's going to go in an order.
Yeah, he's our
You
face.
you go in and you know
Yeah.
that Sobu is not there, but you see his brother Riku, who looks just like him.
Okay.
There are no cell phones or computers in this space per se, but people can draw really well, and they can draw plans and schematics, and there are people who can also forge things very well, and there are people who can also come up with a perfect recreation of what someone looks like. So you have a great drawing, and you go in and you see his brother who's working the bar, and there are 2 tables in there. 2 of the 4 tables are customers. You don't see Sobu.
Okay, but I see Riku.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to come out and report to these guys and just let them know Sobu's not in there, but his brother is.
Go get his brother.
Let's go get his brother.
All right, well, you go in, and if he runs, I'll grab him.
All right. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna stroll in there, like kind of like anime.
So Cuckoo is hanging out at the bar,
Right.
and he's ordering some whatever's fresh today. And
I'm gonna jump up and ride in on Salaryman's shoulder.
Excellent. I love it. A salaryman with a cat walks into the bar.
Let's pause for a second, please.
Sure.
Sure.
We'll be back in a minute. Well, that was exciting.
Yeah.
For those of you watching at home, there's Pasadena has a lot of bungalows and little small rental units, and there's a group of like 6 of them over there, and one of them caught on fire. So the booming we were hearing was like natural gas explosion or something.
I think it might have been actually they had like some spray can things right next to it. So I don't know what caught it first, but those things going up might have been what we heard, because they'll go up pretty loud.
Right.
But kudos to the Happy Jacks fire response
who
team.
jumped to the rescue, called authorities, put out fires.
Right.
I have blown up enough propane tanks to know that a levee would be a lot louder.
That would have shaken the building.
Yeah.
So you guys all made your rolls, and the fire's out.
How many XP do we get?
It's a whole other conversation.
And I'll make a note on the sheet that I need to delete
Some blank
about
space.
40 minutes of silence. Okay.
Now we're cutting it.
Don't mind
yeah.
the saws and the emergency crew sounds. So when last we left our heroes.
So I'm ordering sushi because I want to see what this guy's like.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey,
I want
what you got?
sushi IRL right now. God damn.
Come on.
Post-fire sushi.
I know a spot, but they don't deliver.
Damn it.
In Pasadena?
Inya?
Mm.
On it's beautiful. All right.
Oh, I had
You're
my
making me
mic.
hungry.
Oops.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Okay, so when last we left our heroes, we were at Riku's sushi spot.
Yeah.
And we were staking it out, and we were making a plan. The last I heard of the plan, feel free to correct me, was Cuckoo was going to go to the counter. Salaryman, was going to walk in with a cat on his shoulders after it was established that Sobu was not on the premises. And Red, with 2 Ds, had established that he was going to catch him if he ran. Knowing that he's not inside, are you still going to do that? Or are you going to change your question?
I'm going to make sure... Well, I'll go to the door, basically, and make sure that this other guy doesn't run out.
Okay.
Oh, his brother?
Yeah, his brother.
Yeah.
Because we're going to grab his brother, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. As one does.
Well, let's see what kind of sushi he makes.
So, you
You know what you
guys...
should have for a weapon? Do you have a weapon already?
No.
Have you seen the deba?
The sushi knives?
It's a big, like, cleaver knife.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like kind of like a half... Yeah.
It is not uncommon
Okay.
that brewers have sets of very sharp sushi knives that are multi-purpose.
I will do that.
So if you actually go in with your knife roll or a knife apron, you see Riku kind of straighten up, and he asks you, "What kind of fish you looking for?"
Oh, your choice.
Okay. Well, I have some very fresh mackerel, and I have some excellent tuna.
Excellent. Sounds wonderful. I will.
All right.
I will leave it to you. I will leave it to your judgment.
So he says, "Let's start with the mackerel," and he serves up a beer. He pulls it out of a dropped barrel, and he serves it up. He says, "Taste that, and it should enhance the flavor." It's a pretty good beer,
Okay.
and has like some bitter notes, and you know if this fish is good and oily, it's going to be right.
Right.
So he pops to the back as Salaryman comes in with a cat on his shoulders.
And he's like sauntering.
Oh,
Not like sauntering, but like kind of. I don't know the word right now, guys. But just kind of like.
No.
Sashaying?
I was going to say sachet.
No, we ain't about that life, guys. We're Rapungies.
big spenders.
No, it's like I can't think of the word, but
Is it kind of a cocky walk?
yeah,
Okay.
because he had a cat on his shoulder,
Right.
so he has to like
tough.
overcompensate.
Got it.
And he has like a sword.
It's like walking a
Yeah,
mini poodle.
but what if
Yeah.
but what if the cat has like one eye and like knives on
What does
his
the cat
hands?
look like?
Like a pure black cat with yellow eyes.
He's walking in hard.
Okay. Are you gonna sit at a table? Are you gonna go to the bar? Are you going behind the bar for when this guy comes back in? He's in and out the back door.
I'm assuming Cappy's at the rear?
Yeah, I'm at the rear. Or I'm at the door out in case he like.
Okay.
Oh, you mean the rear behind the thing? Yeah,
Is there
that'd be a good idea.
Does it look like
Yeah.
there's a significant sort of back area of this place?
Yeah, it's kind of tinted. So, and there's fish and beer on ice. back
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
So
Is it visible from where I am?
you can see
or-
through the door.
Okay.
Yeah. He's not running.
Okay.
He's running
Yeah.
a business.
Got it.
Yeah.
But I'll be back there on the exit out of there in case he does run that way.
Got it. So, I'm just trying to get the positioning. What do you think
He'll
you're
take
doing?
a table close to the door in case this guy tries to bolt.
Okay.
Because he knows that Red has the rear, and then he'll just take the front.
Excellent. All right.
Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, and I think at that point, like, Kit will probably jump down and like sit on the table.
Yeah.
All right. He comes back in. You see him. He chops up some mackerel. He has very good technique. He cuts things into fancy shapes.
Okay.
And he puts them on rice and he serves them up to you.
Okay.
He's like, I look forward to your estimation of things. Hey, no cats. No cats.
Just like
Oh.
cocks ahead.
He'll kind of lean back in the chair, like, what are you going to do about it?
Look, I'm not looking for any trouble. And he starts kind of making his plea that, like, kind of don't start none, won't be none. When Sobu walks in, he's like, Riku, I need the usual. He's like, first a cat and now you? What'd you do this time? You see the patrons, they look up.
He walks in like past our table.
Yeah.
He walks in past your
He-
table. He sits at the bar next to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will raise my beard. with him.
He takes a whiff. He's like, I'll have what he's having.
I mean, are we just going to bum rush this
out.
dude?
Yeah,
let's
grab
get him.
He's like, I'll talk to you in a second. Look, I need you to take the cat out of here. I'm serving patrons fish, and I'm happy to feed your cat outside, but your cat gets in my fish,
He stands up.
we're going to have a problem.
Is there any, whatever monetary
Yeah,
currency he
points.
has?
Yeah.
He goes, this is my favorite cat. The cat helps my digestion. And he starts walking towards the bar. And this cat has the best nose for the best sushi, and this is where we've come.
Make a cajole roll.
And Kit's gonna like straighten up how she's sitting and just like very nosy.
Yeah.
That's a bullshit. Get your cat out of here. Look, if you don't get your cat out, I'm going to be serving your cat up.
My eyes get wide. I'm looking
Yeah.
at my mackerel now. I'm looking at him.
He's like, don't worry about it. I'm not selling it here. He's like, there's some night market stuff where they'll eat grilled anything after they get drunk. Anything.
I think I'm gonna come in.
Are you coming from the back?
Yeah, I'm coming through the back.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if there's any way to like win this guy over if he's like.
He rolled a 2 on your
Get him.
half.
Actually, it was
Yeah,
a
that's
1,
like-
because I got a -1, guys.
Yeah.
That's a critical fail.
let's
So-
just get him.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
have to be.
He hasn't thrown a knife at you yet.
Okay. I was just wondering if there was something I could do, but yeah.
On a success, on a 8, 9, 9, on a 10, 11, 12, you would be welcome and he would have fed you at the table. But
Okay.
that's not what we're doing.
Okay. I
He's
didn't know
not-
if I
he's-
could do
he's not
something
he's-
irrespective of him.
My bad.
But-
No, he's kind of messed it up for
all right.
this particular
Fair enough.
situation.
So Sobu is sitting at the bar,
Sobu sitting at the bar,
right
like,
next to Cuckoo,
yes.
and I'm coming from the back to where the bar is.
Right.
Right.
So 1 second, you coming in, Riku hasn't seen you yet. Sobu leans over. He's like, "My brother doesn't like cats." He thinks this is hilarious.
Can Can Kit hop down to where and go over to Sobu and actually be like wrapping around his legs, like trying to act like don't kick me out?
You see him pick up a knife. He is going to assault you.
He's not going to do it if I'm wrapped around Sobu's legs, though.
Correct. So you come in the back door. Are you trying to be seen or trying not to be seen?
I'm just gonna. Yeah, I don't even care. I'm just gonna walk through.
Okay. What the hell's going on?
I'm just keep walking. I'm gonna go walk through till I'm behind the bar.
So go ahead and make me a. Oh, so you're gonna act like you're a patron?
Oh,
No. Like
You're behind. You are behind the bar.
So I figured that this is the kitchen area.
Yeah.
This is the bar. This is where they are.
Yeah.
I was back here,
Yes.
so you didn't get out. I'm
So
just gonna
you
walk
come
through the
in-
kitchen area to where I'm behind the bar,
You're behind
where
the
the
bar.
chef would be.
Yeah. And Riku's
right?
like, there's a
And
cat.
then
Somebody came in the back.
I want to grab Soju's hair and slam it on the on the bench.
So I need you to make me a roll, and I'm trying to figure out what this roll is, because Sobu is on the run. He's at his brother's place.
Mm-hmm.
He always goes to his brother's place. Let's see how dumb he really is. I think you're gonna make a. I think you're gonna make a sneak roll against.
All right.
Sobu.
I'll make a sneak roll. What do I use for that?
Look at your character sheet. So you're gonna roll 2d6, and you're gonna modify
Okay.
whatever you roll by your sneak, which is 0. So it's just flat roll.
That's 7.
A 7. Okay. So Sobu is laughing about the cat. He sees you come in the back. He's chatting with you. You see kind of realization falls over his eyes.
I'm going to offer to buy him lunch.
Who?
Sobu? Sobu, yeah. I'm trying to distract him away from it.
Okay, make a cajole roll.
Ooh, I have a +1 on cajole.
Good.
Okay,
So 7 total.
He gets up. He's like, "Thanks, bud. You know, I eat on the house around here, but I think I gotta go." He has.
That's right. This is your brother's place. It's silly of me to presume to buy you something at your brother's place. I'm sorry.
And he's going to try to head out the door. You're in the way, and you're in the way.
yeah. Since I'm like wrapping around his legs, I want to suddenly just like bite and claw in like cats do.
Excellent.
Where they're just like, won't let go.
Okay. So I think this is a fight roll. And
Okay.
Row Raggy.
Uh-oh. Go high.
No.
Oh, that was bad. These are bad. Naughty
cat
dice. These are
raises-
games you're rolling for.
So what exactly happens where you don't hit him and he critically gets away?
Shit. I think I manage I'm lunging for pants, but I managed to get there's like a string or something that's like loose, like more like a tie that's on his pants. So I don't actually get a hold of the pants, but I get like the tie just kind of goes and like unties from there, and so I'm just left with like this string
Right. Okay.
hanging from my.
So his pantaloon isn't tied at the bottom anymore. She's pulled the string out and she's got it, and like she would.
I mean, I got that string
would
really
kill it.
good.
She would do
Killing
damage
it.
to that
Or
string.
killing the hell out of it instead of following.
He dashes. He's about to run past you. I assume you're going to react?
Yeah. Is there a way to trip him up?
Yep.
Then I will.
Are you still sitting in the chair?
No, he would have got up.
Okay, so you have a chair at your disposal. You also have a sword.
I was thinking about doing like a judo pit toss
Okay, grab him.
because he's already coming at me, so I'll just use his momentum.
So this is a fight roll?
Yeah. That is a 10.
A 10, because you have a +1.
Heck yeah.
Excellent. All right. So
Oh, no, just kidding. I have +0.
you have +0.
So it's 9.
Okay. You still succeed,
Sweet.
and you're gonna judo throw him. What's going on?
He'll judo throw him and then put him in like an arm lock.
Okay.
Because we're not supposed to kill this guy, right? We're just supposed to.
You're supposed to bring him back.
Yeah.
So if you look on the back of the sheet that has this stuff,
This one.
You're going to see in the gray a bunch of martial moves. Okay? You're a warrior, which means you have combat moves. On 7, 8, 9, you get one of those. 10, 11, 12, you get 2. Okay? So, you judo him. You succeed, but you don't have control. So he's going to take whatever. If you do damage,
Okay.
he's going to take it and kind of stumble out. So what exactly are you doing? I think you said throwing him down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Knock it down.
So go ahead and roll me some dice. And we're going to roll 1d6.
5.
5 damage. Oh, wow.
Nice.
Doing it in combat.
I'm going to use other dice.
Come on, you.
Oh, no.
Damage gets deducted from stress.
Damage is deducted from stress. 1 trauma is 5 stress. So if I do 20 damage to you, you take 8. You soak 8, and then you start taking trauma.
Okay.
So he's on the ground, and he is going to try to crawl out
Okay.
of here. He's not going anywhere right now,
Okay.
but he's going to try to crawl out of here. You have some great sushi in front of you, and a fight seems to have broken out behind you.
What's his brother doing?
His brother has pulled out a really long knife.
I'm going to do the same.
Okay.
And I'm going to... Basically, I'm just going to try to eliminate him as a factor in this situation.
Got it.
I'm going to try to neutralize him.
Okay. So his brother looks like he's going to throw his knife. Are you trying to be obvious?
Oh, sure. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. No. Yeah. I want to distract him and get him thinking I'm a more critical threat than
And
what's
is
going
the
on.
goal to distract or to do damage? Just
At
trying
this
to
point,
understand.
distract.
Okay. So
I still haven't tried a sushi yet.
he's. It could come to that.
Right.
So he is about to throw his knife at you, and then he sees you, and he then kind of prepares, like you guys are at a standoff.
Okay.
Unless you attack. And if you
No,
tell me you're attacking-
I'm just going to try to neutralize him.
Okay. You're behind the bar,
So
next to his brother, who has a big knife out.
Yeah. So what did my stealth roll do?
Your stealth roll tipped Sobu off that something was up.
Okay, so it didn't do anything positive.
It did not do anything positive.
Okay.
At a 7. Like, you're in,
So
and the question was, does he know that something is up? With the cat, the guy walking in from the back. And
okay.
So
Well then
his
I'm
brother doesn't know what's going on, but he does.
okay. Well, I guess I'll. Is there like a bottle of sake or something like on
There
the bar?
is a beer in front of him.
I want something that's glass.
Something that's glass.
Is there anything like a glass bottle and then or anything like that? If not, I'll just jump over the bar
Yeah.
because
It's a plain bar.
I'll just go to the back door and make sure that Sohu doesn't get out.
Okay, so you're guarding the back door.
Yeah, because he's crawling to the back door, right?
He's crawling to the front door.
He's
Or to
going
the front door. Yes. Then I will go to the door that he's crawling to.
Okay.
So he doesn't go out of it.
Okay, so he is going to stop and say, "What do you guys want?" This is
You.
Sobu.
You.
Salaryman will put the scabbard down of the sword like right in front of his face.
Mm-hmm.
Nobunori is like a thing. Like I could just drop his name. Like
Yep.
Nobunori has told us to bring you to him.
You see him grit his teeth. Yeah. Look, what if I helped you guys out?
You could help us out by coming
So,
peacefully
are you a
with
talking
us.
cat? Just
Yes.
be clear. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm like doing like full like Sailor Moon talking
Yes.
cat.
Okay. Just be clear.
Yeah. You can help us out by coming peacefully with us.
And Riku says, "Sobu, what's going on? Why are you always bringing trouble here, man?" So he's gonna appeal to your higher purpose. Look,
Okay.
my brother is a knucklehead. I don't know what he's done.
We don't want to go against
we
Nobunori.
can escalate this, or you could promise me that he's not going to get hurt. He's not going to get killed.
That I can I can't promise. I cannot promise that. That is not my promise to give. That would be Nobunori's. You could come with us.
We can promise to
He's
give him
not.
a Nobunori.
He's not after you. We could appeal to him, but I can't promise.
It'd be a lot less ugly if everybody just comes along nicely.
Or at least one.
Okay. Does somebody want to make a orate roll to rationalize with this guy?
What would that be?
Orate?
Is that like
Cajole. Sorry.
Cajole. I will.
Okay.
I'll try. 8, 9.
9. Okay. So give me some soliloquy.
We are not the people that Nobunori would send if he wanted someone dead. We are the people that Nobunori sends when he wants to talk to someone. I find it very unlikely that things are serious. I do not get in Nobunori's business. I do not ask questions that I do not wish to know the answer to. But we are not the people that he would send here if they wanted your brother dead. If you want to come with us, I'm sure you could make an appeal to him. I'm going to lie and say I don't know what he did, but clearly it's not as serious as killing him.
Got it. Okay. Riku says, "What's your name?"
Cuckoo.
I'll take you by your word, Cuckoo. If my brother's dead, I will find you. It's not that he doesn't deserve it. He's my brother.
I understand. Family.
Wouldn't you find the one who killed him? Not us.
It's kind of brewer to brewer thing. And so there's a certain point where he's like, you come in my place, you order my fish.
I ordered your fish.
You know.
And I still haven't tried it yet. I might stick a knife in his gut. If it's shit.
Touche. So let's make a we'll make a notice roll in a minute
Okay.
to see how good this food is. He says, take him. And Sobu begins to kind of protest, but you guys got him.
And he's still trying
He's
to...
still on his back. He's a
try-
cockroach. He's like,
I want to scare him so that he feels like
Can we
he
just like
can.
knock him out?
Yeah.
We can knock him out or
Yeah.
scare him so he
Or knock him out?
You just punch him a bunch, trying to knock him out. Either or, it's fine with me.
you just slammed him on the ground. He's got a bloody lip.
I mean, I'm assuming this like type of treatment is par for the course in this town,
It is.
with kind of like the way these guilds are working is kind of what I'm getting. So, I mean, if it's par for the course, he's just gonna be like, do like the movie Knockout.
With the sheath sword?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Just let's roll, and you're gonna not. If you critically fail, you're gonna do more than you expected to do.
7.
All right. He's out, and you see his brother didn't like that.
He's not dead.
He's not dead. Let's go ahead and make a notice roll.
8,
All right.
9.
This is some pretty good sushi.
Okay.
It's not rot gut sushi. It's not, this isn't a place you're going to come and eat sushi.
Got
But
it.
if you were in the neighborhood,
Okay. I will not put the spider roll potion in his giant vat of beer.
all right. So he hands you some rope,
All right.
He's like, tie him up. You don't have to beat on him.
All right.
Why are you telling us what to do?
Because you're in my restaurant.
Fuck
Beating
off.
up on my brother.
There we are.
It's all right, Red. Let's just get out of here. He starts tying him up.
Walk out. For those of you listening at home, that was a lot of middle fingers.
Yes. There was some attitude thrown there. All right.
It was a true barrage of middle fingers.
Yeah.
So
A flock of birds.
a flock of birds.
Singles, perhaps.
You guys get him on the what's the name of your ship?
Oh, I didn't fucking name it yet.
I mean, this is not any ordinary ship.
No, it isn't, because it is fast, aggressive, wicked, and garish.
Oh.
Excellent. And loud when you need it to be.
And loud when I need it to fucking be. And it's going to be loud now as we pull out. I don't know. I'll get back to you.
Yes. So you guys load up Sobu, and you guys fly to Roppongi.
Is there downtime while we're on the ship?
We're going
because
to-
I've got stress.
Yes, we're going to downtime when we get to Roppongi.
Oh, okay.
So you guys get to Roppongi. There's a bar. Lots of patrons in the front. Some of them getting really drunk off of really good liquor. And some of them impatiently waiting for our audience with Nobunori, probably looking for a favor. You guys come in, and the bartender sees you have loot, and he just waves you guys back, and you go to the inner sanctum that you've been to before. It's a room that's walled with books and walled with bottles. And you know that all of those bottles aren't great liquor.
Okay.
There's some special stuff up there, and you can't quite discern what's going on, but there's some special stuff up there. Are you still a cat?
Sure.
Excellent. Are you still on his shoulders?
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm riding in on
Okay.
Salaryman's shoulder.
All right, and
Probably like coiled around so I don't fall off.
Yeah. I'm assuming when it starts going fast, like he'd be like, just to make sure she doesn't move.
nice.
Yeah.
All right, we're all friends. So you guys take him. You drop him off. He's hog-tied, tie-tied, suitably tied.
He's
And-
tied up to
Fit to be
Salaryman's
tied.
not
Fit
skilled
to be
per-
tied.
ways of tying people.
Okay, and he's awake by now.
Okay.
And you guys take him in. He's like, Nobunori, how you doing? He's like, very good to see you, Sobu. We have a lot of things to talk about. He's like, look, man, and Nobunori holds up his finger. He's like, let's not incriminate anybody. Thank you very much. I appreciate your services. If you have a moment, I have an issue of dire consequence that I think you might be quite suited for.
And that is?
I need a moment. Feel free. Drinking food on the house. Don't. He's like, yeah. You can order on the house menu. And he will hand out some coins, some bags that jingle, and he will then wait patiently for you guys to get to him.
Is Sobu's brother here?
No,
He didn't come with us?
he didn't.
Oh, he didn't. Okay, all right.
Well,
So let's go spend this.
yeah, exactly. Salaryman's like,
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm going to let Nobunori know that I sort of gave his brother my word that I would make sure he didn't come to too much harm. It was the only way to get them here peaceably. Even though he was hogtied and bloodied.
Do that.
That's reasonable. try not to give you word on these things in the future. But today, it's not a problem.
Understood.
So here's that. He's like, so you're not going to kill me? You guys walk out.
I'm sure Salaryman's having a conversation with Red. Is like, do you think when it's going to be our time to be the kill guys?
Nice.
Next time?
Like, I've been practicing a lot. I just thought
I wanted to. I mean, I was trying.
I-
Do my best.
one day.
Do I cook when I come in here? Do I like have leave to get behind the counter and cook?
Is that something you need to relieve stress?
I don't have any stress.
I know.
But
Is that something you need to do to relieve stress?
Oh, probably. What did I put down for?
I don't know.
I put down indulgence.
Indulgence?
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna go do.
Let's think about what that is.
Okay.
If it's something you need to do, what we can do is you can get behind there, and what we'll do is we'll do a make roll.
Okay.
And if you fail,
Just don't fail.
you're gonna be asked to not go behind there again.
Okay. All right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got it.
So
Sounds cool.
because every week another guy wants to come back here and show off his stuff.
Well, sure. Yeah.
So now we're in downtime.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to ask you guys what you do to kill an hour, and then we will get back into it. So, if you needed something, if you were working on a project like building a super awesome ship, this would be where you could kind of talk to some people and make some connections. If you were trying to achieve a extra awesome goal, like finding the man who smells of sunflowers, this would be the time you would pursue that. Lots of people in the bar, and you would kind of network. Or you could do what you do to relieve stress.
Yeah. So I'm going to lean into this weirdness here.
Okay.
So what I circled for kickback was intimacy.
Oh.
And she's still a cat, so she's just going to whine around people's legs getting head scritches
Nice.
until she's like less stressed.
Excellent. So, you guys see Kit start working the bar.
Yeah, and like as soon as like she's like calm, she wants to go like back to human form and sit at the bar and wants hopefully for Cuckoo to make something to eat.
Okay. We're going to have you do a rep roll to see
Okay.
how this goes. So
Alright.
you're going to make a 2d6 roll plus 1. And you roll a 9.
9.
So you're going to recover 3 stress.
Cool. That relieves me of all the stress that I have on here.
Okay? And actually, it'd be 4 stress. You recover half of your stress
Oh, okay.
because you did it with limitation.
Cool. Well, I am not stressed anymore. And then, yeah, she hops up on a stool and sits across from where.
As a
Cuckoo
cat or
is.
a
As a
people?
person.
Okay.
As a people.
Because I don't know what cats I'm on board.
When you turn into a person, people start clapping. That's so cool.
Kind of do like this awkward like bow thing, and then like go to where Cuckoo is.
Okay.
The Salaryman doesn't have any stress or anything like that, but he's gonna try to like go into any conversation with like the top assassin guys and try to be like, ha 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 ha, ha, you guys are great.
Okay.
And just try to like just basically try to jump in like conversation like, yeah, like I could do that too. Like
Let's make a control roll.
God. 7.
7. Okay. And actually, this would be a rep roll. So you're going to be 8.
Okay, sweet.
Okay. So you you've done this before, and people have kind of clammed up and just drank their drinks.
Okay.
They don't kick you out of the conversation, but they're also kind of only happy.
Like they're talking about like super badass stuff, like
Yeah.
jumping from rooftops, like doing all this stuff.
Right.
Like finally, my guy's like, "Well, I hit him with the scabbard of my sword."
Like,
And it's just like silence.
Like, wow, how about that? Oh my.
So you are going to we could, if we were to continue playing, you could be working toward, trying to get an assassin job or
Nice.
something like that.
Sweet.
Okay. So we would take that clock.
Okay.
I think I want to try and convince some people to go joyriding with me.
Oh, okay. Let's go
Or
ahead.
like a whole bunch of girls at the bar.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of my thing. We're gonna go joyriding.
Excellent. Let's go
In
ahead.
I can't decide. So there's 3 names I came up with. I want you guys tell me what you think.
Okay.
The Mad Minute, Bobby Knuckles, or Soapland.
Soapland?
What the? I
What do you think?
This
Can
is
you
the
give
name
me
of
the
I like
rationale
first.
behind
this is the
Soapland?
name of the ship.
Yeah, the name of the ship.
Okay.
Soapland is like a kind of bar that is in Kabukicho. That is not exactly like a strip club, but they get around not being able to do that by like having like weird ass things that people do there.
I like
So-
the Mad Minute.
The Mad Minute, not Bobby Knuckles.
Bobby Knuckles is awesome, but the Mad Minute is just, I don't
Okay.
know, there's something about it, and the alliteration is awesome.
Mm-hmm. All right, so it's the Mad Minute.
So we're going to make a rep roll, which is +1 because you're a rep 1.
That's a 12.
Excellent. So there are people swooning and really loving the idea of a Mad Minute. With you on your shoe.
60-second man, ba-da-bow, 60-second man, yeah.
See, I told you it's a good name. for
You
the
want a
show.
Mad Minute, baby?
How big is this shoe?
Yeah, and it, well, it might be small, but at least it's thin. And it comes like that.
So you have some takers if you want to go joyriding.
Cool, yeah, we're gonna go joyriding.
Okay.
So there are all these little buckets or like little web places for it to be on, because it is kind of like a piratey type ship, but it also is like super stripped down
Right.
for speed. So like you can get, I think, like maybe half a dozen or even a dozen people there if they like each other a lot.
Right.
But yeah, there are like these different webbing spots for it to get to, and then there's like
Right.
or hanging off to the side or whatnot.
So some very titillated ladies and fellows want to ride
Oh,
your
yeah.
ship.
Fuck yeah.
Let's we're gonna make a rep roll.
Okay.
To see how this cooking goes.
Okay. 5.
Ooh.
That's
6.
6. Okay.
Okay. So
Ooh, I might have to go back to
Yeah.
hunting where the monks are, because your food sucks now.
Remember my mustache.
you serve up. What are you serving up?
Maybe like a soft shell crab dish of
Okay.
some kind, something like that.
Okay. So you serve up a soft shell crab dish, and it has this amazing sauce. Like this sauce is just right, and you know just the whiskey to serve it with, and you notice people kind of taking a pass, and somebody comes by and they take a hair off and like they kind of put it back.
Cuckoo. Really? I mean, that's not one of mine.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure, because mine were black, and that is definitely not a black hair. That is all you. And we've talked about this. It's gross.
I'm gonna get my comb out.
Yeah. So
It's-
the bartender kind of gives you a nudge. And, all right.
I'll walk outside and watch the people riding around.
Somebody walks out. This place down the street, they have really good crab. So, you land the mighty minute. What is
The Mad Minute.
Mad Minute, and everybody's laughing and having a good time, and the bartender comes out and he kind of points at you two and says, "Boss wants to talk to you."
Me?
Us, yeah.
I could see.
What?
I could see Salaryman like
Yeah, you
try
guys
to.
were inside, so he kind of already.
But I could see him like try to kind of ignore that to like chill with the assassin dudes, and they're going to like this like VIP area, and they let everybody in. But when he gets his salary man, it's like they cut him off, and he's like, oh. So then he has to go back into the room.
Yo,
Mito.
that's Hayao Miyazaki.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly how you look.
Yes. So you guys go in the back, and Sobu is not there. There's no puddle of blood or anything.
Okay.
He says, "Thank you very much." Sobu is fine. He was very cooperative. We worked things out, and I think he's going to try to get back in my good graces. But we will see. The ball is in his court now. An old friend is having a problem in Ibisu. Old Lady Harumi, who some of you may know. She's very loyal to the Roppongan cause, and you three would know either of Old Lady Harumi's place or you know Old Lady Harumi's place, because she has a very fine dining restaurant in the front, and in the back there's a window where you kind of get the slop of the day, and it ain't no slop. And anybody who turns up gets a bowl, and if ever something were to happen on the inside, you'd know that you'd be called upon to go and help out.
Oh yeah, Kit definitely goes to the back window.
Exactly.
Gets the scraps of the day.
Sometimes, jobs don't work out. Sorry, I coughed.
Oh no, this is my button.
Sometimes jobs don't work out, and you find yourself looking for the next payday. And Old Lady Harumi is a good place to end up in the evening. He says, Old Lady Harumi has been robbed. And she is a woman of very sizable influence in her community. And I assume things aren't neat and clean in this situation. I can't ask you to go and find her money. If you could find her money, that'd be great. I do need you to figure out what's going on and satisfy her in knowing that it's been dealt with.
How much was stolen?
It's hard to tell with this one. Sometimes she's known to exaggerate. She said all of her money was taken.
And how much is that?
She runs one of the best restaurants in Ibisu. I assume that it is a sizable amount for her to call me and not deal with it on her own.
We just need to figure out what it is, right?
So if you can figure out what exactly is going on and let her know that it won't happen again, that'd be great. If you can find the money, extra great. That's a big ask.
Worth sniffing around, though.
Worth sniffing around.
I mean, if they spent it already, it's easy to find out. You can't get the money back.
I get the impression they'll be back.
For more money?
Again, she can exaggerate things at times. So I need you to let her rest assured that it won't happen again.
What if we tell everybody that you gave her all the money back, and they would think that she has that money, you covered her? Then they'd come for more money to rob her again, and we'd be there. Is that wrong?
Go check out the situation.
Okay.
Maybe we can at least track them down. If they've spent all the money, then they spent all the money, and we can do something about them. And if they haven't spent it, maybe we can recover it.
I will owe you big time on this one.
I like the sound of that.
So, any questions before you guys take off?
Would it be a problem if we killed anybody?
Not Old Lady Harumi.
Well, yeah, we're not
Yeah,
going to kill
no,
everybody.
but the robbers.
It would be helpful if you didn't in this situation. I don't want to have to get someone else to clean up something else as a result of this favor.
He's totally like,
But accidents happen.
right.
But accidents happen.
All right.
Okay, so you guys hop on the Mad Minute,
Mm-hmm.
and are you cat form on your shoulders?
No, actually, I'm gonna go normal trust switch.
Okay.
Oh, you're not going to go flying squirrel?
Ooh, right?
It's useful on a dirigible.
No, I'm saving up because there's stress involved in changing into
Alright.
animal form, and I have a feeling I'm gonna have to literally sniff some shit out.
Right.
Excellent. So you guys fly over to Ibisu. I had a map.
Racing
I
snail.
put it in a
would have
bag. I
been
didn't want
another
to
good
catch on fire. So you guys went over to the docks earlier. Then you went back to Roppongi, and now you're headed to Ibisu.
Okay.
Ibisu is a part of the city with double wide streets, restaurants along the side, lots of great bars and restaurants. This is where you go for amazing food. And at night, the center of the street fills with food carts, and kind of the buildings are for folks who have real money to spend, and the street carts have great food for everybody's. You get to Ibisu, it's daytime, around noon, and the restaurant is not open yet, but the back window is. This is kind of a nightlife area, so things are actually just starting to pick up.
Okay.
People
Sure.
are kind of bringing in the catch of the day. They've gone to the farmer's market to figure out what they're cooking tonight, and it's a low level of traffic on the streets.
Okay. But the back window's open.
The back window's open.
She's probably seen me there a bunch.
Does she recognize you? And she won't see you. She doesn't work the window.
Yeah, but like if I
People.
call, are there people working the window right now?
Yeah.
Oh, they would recognize me.
Okay.
And so I'd probably go up to them and, I'm sorry, what's her name again?
Harumi.
Excuse me, is there any chance that Harumi's around? We heard that there might be something we can help her out with.
Did somebody send you?
Nobunori.
Sure. One moment. He goes away from the window, and the door opens, and a woman, maybe in her 50s, 4'11", 4'10", very small in stature, she fills a room. Her presence fills a room. She comes to the door, and she kind of sizes you guys up. She hums. She says, "Come in." She's not impressed, but so you guys follow her into the restaurant. Has anybody had enough money to actually go into this restaurant and eat?
I think Salaryman might have at some point, but ever since he lost his job, then no.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've normally come in. You've come in through the front door before, and there are lots of housemen and women who are dressed very elegantly, who make sure you have a wonderful experience. And nobody's here right now. It's very quiet. It's her and this guy who's about 6'8", in a also in a business suit, who's kind of at her beck if she needs anything. He looks like a very formidable person, but you are kind of more impressed and worried about offending her than you are him. Okay. She brings you into this room that you never imagined existed. It's got a little table, some knickknacks on the wall, and she says, "Have a seat."
Oh, sit down.
Yeah.
Apparently, I've been robbed.
Apparently.
I've been robbed twice.
Twice. What was taken?
Everything.
They took it in 2 trips?
I was they emptied my safe of all of its money. They cleaned out the drawers. And 1 week later, after I had kind of gotten back to where my reserves are normally at to run the business, I was robbed again. This has been the last 2 Fridays. This needs to not happen again tomorrow.
Tomorrow is presumably Friday. Okay.
Think they're really going to come back tomorrow?
They come the last 2 weeks.
Do you have anybody that's particularly upset that your business is doing so well?
Sure. There are lots of people who would love to have my very prized customers, but that's not going to happen.
Any new hires?
Nope. The newest person, Otis, upstairs, he's been with me for 7 years.
No.
How'd they open the safe?
This is an excellent question. I assume there might be some magic involved because nobody's getting to my safe. She's a little smug when she says that.
Can we see the safe?
Please.
She perhaps could provide some insight.
I'm reluctant, but I need your help. You see her kind of swallow her pride.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, come with me. You guys came through the back door, past the kitchen, and to maybe like where the cooks eat.
Okay.
And there, you came down a hallway, and that hallway would kind of continue to the front door and then go up the stairs where the dining room is. In the hallway, she leads you all out of the room, and she bends over and presses a button you didn't see on the floor, and the floor lifts up for like almost to go down to a cellar that you didn't imagine existed. You see her tap several switches on the wall, and you guys descend into a room, and if you guys want, we can make notice rolls.
Oh, yes, very much so.
Let's make some notice rolls.
So I'm specifically trying to scent out if there are people like that I can follow a trail of, because I did take as one of my spells. I took Smell of Hound, so I have a +2 to notice on smell rolls.
Okay, excellent.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a
What?
13.
Nice.
so you cast Smell of Hound. I'm going to tell you what you find in one moment.
Okay.
Is anybody else going to roll?
I will.
Oh, yeah, well, okay.
Me 3.
I don't.
My dice are super good.
They've been doing well for me.
Is it in the fridge?
There's
Yeah,
sparkling
you don't
water in the
either.
fridge. There's still water on
I'll
the
get it in
shelf.
a moment.
Okay.
Okay, so
I got a 4.
You got a 4. Okay.
Wait, hold on. 5.
Okay, so this is very, well crafted, kind of secret little room.
I got a 5.
Very well crafted.
Yeah. this is very well crafted.
You
I do get
almost
I do
fall
have
down the
a
stairs.
+1. I do have a +1.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Wow.
We're super good.
What a shithole!
Except for earlier in my rolls earlier. Yes.
Okay, so Smell of Hound. You first catch a strong whiff of Lady Hirumi, who has a very distinct smell of very fine perfumes from like a really nice place in Ginza that you've caught like some birds behind. Okay.
Now Kit's hungry.
And you know the exact shop where she buys this perfume. You go downstairs, and what you know is that her scent is the only scent that's been in this room. The bodyguard with her has a smell. He hasn't even been down here, like recently. And when I say recently, I mean this place doesn't have very good kind of ventilation, so
Smells would stay.
months. He hasn't been down here in months.
When you were down here after you discovered you'd been robbed, was the safe open or closed?
Closed.
Unless they're masking their scent, you're the only one that's been down here.
That's not possible. You guys get down the stairs. You look around. And this place is very sparse, but very stylishly decked out. And you see a kind of a bamboo vault that is sitting in the middle of the room against a wall. And nothing looks amiss.
What do we about?
Nothing looks amiss.
I wanted to open
Let me open it.
it.
Let's do it.
All right.
I don't want to ask her though.
1, 2, 3, not it.
Not it.
Look over at the cat. So, you
Not
didn't say
a cat
that.
right now.
Or
Just a regular trash fish.
all right, trash fish. You're up.
I can't smell that there's been anything in this room aside from you, but perhaps there's something from inside of the safe. Can you open it for us?
This frustrates her to no end. She really doesn't want to open this safe.
You want our help, don't you?
You just see this, like, these looks on her face. But she realizes what you're saying makes sense. And you have no doubt that she's memorizing each and every one of your faces as people who kind of are now in on, like, her secret of what's going on. Okay? She pulls some weights in a odd order, and she reaches around the side, and you see her fingers kind of move, and then she opens the front door of this bamboo safe. Inside it is metal. It is not common to see this much metal not used in a vehicle or in some kind of building. And you imagine if you kind of got a big cannon and tried to hit this thing with it, it might not open. On the inside, she has meticulously ordered different coins, and
So it's
How
full of
big
money.
is it? Like it's a walk-in safe? Or?
it is
She gets her money back every week. They just keep jacking her.
it is probably 6 feet tall. It sits on the ground.
So it's something you could walk into if you wanted to.
Yeah, you could lean into. It's like a cupboard, more than a cabinet.
I'm gonna
Well,
take
a
out,
cabinet more than a closet.
take out my fan
Okay.
and like wave it a
Wait,
little bit to
waft
waft
the air?
the air back out to try and see if it smells like somebody's been in there.
You're pretty certain nobody's been in here.
Nobody human? Anything that smells
The
anything
only
of
thing-
something
the only-
else?
The only thing you are certain of is that her smell is the only one in this room.
It has to have been some sort of magic involved.
Ob-
There's,
obviously.
but
Do you see the knives under their stairs? You guys look back and you realize there's all these blades under the stairs that would have like cut you in half. And you totally didn't notice that. As you were coming down the stairs. 'Cause
I
you
especially did.
critically failed. She points to the darts in the walls, and you notice that there are blowholes all along the walls. She's like, someone would be
But what is strange, specific magic to be able to mask a scent and to think to even do that in the first place? Like, who approaches something like this thinking, oh, I might be sniffed out?
Literally. I don't know.
Perhaps what was sent wasn't human either.
Perhaps.
Something robotic.
I need for you to get to the bottom of it and make sure it doesn't happen again.
Can we somehow put some sort of trace on one of the coins? In case it does happen again, we can find them and take it all back.
Does it... When you were robbed, did you discover it when you came in the morning on Friday or when you came in the morning on Saturday? 'Cause you were...
The first time, I didn't discover it until late that night when I was balancing my books.
Friday or Saturday?
It would have been Saturday morning.
Saturday morning. Okay.
And then the next week, I checked in the afternoon.
On Friday or Saturday?
On Friday.
Okay.
And it was gone.
And it was gone again.
So you had, on the first time you were robbed, had you been down to the safe on Friday at all?
No.
So it's very likely if it were to happen, it would happen tonight as opposed to tomorrow.
It didn't happen Thursday night.
How do you know it didn't happen?
I settle up Thursday night.
How late are you here?
Midnight in the morning. Can I have some water, please?
Yeah, sure.
So it's somewhere between midday Friday and midnight Friday.
Correct.
And today is
Thursday.
But she discovered the second time on Friday afternoon, which means someone would have had to rob the place while it was open. What time do you know?
We don't open till 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock, okay.
5 p.m.
What time did your prep staff arrive?
About noon.
Okay.
Are there any legends of anything like this happening before?
The only legend around here is that if you mess with old lady Harumi, I will kill you.
I still think maybe a tracker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
I mean,
got
we'd
any
like to-
ideas of how to make a tracker?
I don't know. Okay.
You have to ask
Or magic.
ask the witch.
Ask the witch.
I'm not a witch, I'm your wife.
She's a duck.
You know those dos.
Um,
Well then.
Holding for witch.
Which is now online. How may I direct your call?
So they're talking about making a tracker, possibly.
I turned into cats, guys.
No.
oh.
So if you wanted to craft
Unless
a
I was
spell,
perhaps something small and hanging out in here.
if you wanted to craft a spell, we could try to do that.
Okay.
And depending on how you crafted it, we would talk about what kind of minuses to your magic roll it would give you.
Okay. I feel like
These
she's
things
got
look-
mostly like nature-based magic.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if she could, since she transmutes herself, use her sort of transmutation powers in a way that she hasn't before, and take something like an ordinary leaf and make it look like one of the pieces of money that's in the safe.
Okay.
Could you make it smell in a
smell
way that only
that you could
It
Track
will
it?
still
track?
smell like
A leaf.
a
But
leaf.
could you make it smell really strongly like a leaf?
Oh
though,
yeah,
maybe you?
yeah. It's like
Like we could
I-
track it from a
It's
from a
like
craft,
what
from
it
an
would
aircraft.
feel like if you were in a pile of autumn leaves and you suffocated from them.
Okay.
That's what it would smell like.
And could you? We could try to cast something so that you transmuted this leaf, and you could smell it from down the block, maybe.
Okay.
Okay. So let's go ahead and just we're gonna. Do you have a spell that is transmute other things?
No, I just have polymorph for
Okay.
animal mostly.
And what's your other two spells?
Smell of hound, and then I took the feet of cat, rabbit, rat for
Okay,
sneak.
okay. Okay.
So I feel like it is sort of trying to be some subterfuge there.
So let's go ahead, because this is not a spell that you carry around.
Sure.
I'm trying to figure out how
This
that
is me
works in
trying
the
to
fiction.
push my powers in a way that I haven't done.
Right. So let's see if we could do a magic roll at a -4. Now, if you have a plus to magic, you're going to use that to offset.
I do for polymorph,
Right.
so I can use that as +2.
Does that say polymorph self?
Polymorph allows mage to use animal abilities, arcane notice. It's just cast spells that allows mage to use animal abilities.
I just had an idea. If only we had someone who could brew something that smells really strongly to put on a coin. That we could then have our animal mage.
If only we had
smell.
a certain set of skills.
Only we had these skills.
Make something that smells incredibly distinctive that won't be. I could think it,
But doesn't have to be super strong because super sniffer, but very distinct.
but very unique.
Mhm.
I would like to try to do something like that.
Okay. So are you asking if you could use Lady Harumi's kitchen?
Yes.
Oh. She really doesn't like that.
Of course, she also doesn't like us looking at her say. We
Yeah,
asked her a
yeah,
lot
yeah,
of
yeah.
things.
Yeah. You guys are about on her last nerve. So she says, I need you to make it quick because I have a restaurant to open soon. And as you can imagine, I've been robbed twice. I can't afford to lose any money.
Understood.
So, do we want to both kind of try?
We could combine efforts, I think.
Okay. So let's use magic to help the bruise.
Okay.
Is
Okay.
that what we want to do?
Sure. I mean, we can still make like a fake bill of some sort that ends in doubt with whatever you brew up.
Right.
So that way it's kind of like twofold
Okay.
what we're doing. And that way it's also less actual real money of hers that might potentially be stolen. It would be fake.
Okay.
Okay. And you
so,
said -4, but then I get my +2
so
for a magic
we're
spell?
going to change. We're going to change
change it
this
completely?
because now you're not trying to craft something. You're not trying to magic something yourself. You're trying to assist his roll.
Okay.
So you're going to make your magic roll, and for every point above 6, he's going to get a plus.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Nice. Which
Feast
magic?
and famine.
Okay, so that's
This
a
is my
7.
arcane.
Is that an 8?
Your arcane is +1.
Do I?
See, it starts at a +1. Did you add to it? Does that mean you added to it? Because we get 3 bonuses.
Oh, I guess I did.
So it's a +2 is what your arcane is.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
So
Yeah, I will do the thing.
So that would be 7 plus 2 is 9.
9.
Okay.
So plus
+3.
+3. Now I add my make. Is-
You're going to
is-
make a make roll.
Okay.
Okay, so you're adding your make.
I
So
misunderstood.
plus
from the
5 total.
beginning.
Okay.
this one.
Good.
Would be
It's
plus
good
one.
thing
Wait
you
a second.
have it.
No, that's actually a 6 apparently,
Oh, is that right?
because that's a 1 on the back.
Yeah.
How
I think that's a
how
6.
Convenient.
It looks like a one white dot, like a 1.
No, that is a 6.
I see your odd dice, and I understand. that
7,
you're
8,
telling the truth.
9. So that's what, 14?
14. Okay. So, she is going to have a +3 when she tries to do her roll.
Okay.
Okay? So. Okay?
Alright, so I'm going to roll
Oh, to smell it, you mean?
To smell it.
To track
Okay,
it.
Oh, I
to
can
track
get
it.
a +3 for track.
All right.
Cool.
Okay.
That's awesome.
We're not going to make that roll now
Okay.
because it is still Thursday
Nothing's been stole.
and nothing's been stolen.
Okay.
So, you rolled a 8? No, what'd you roll?
Yes. Was it 8?
It was 14.
Yeah.
Total was
No,
14.
what,
Yeah.
so, but you
Minus her
3.
3. So 11.
You rolled 11. Okay, so you do so in an expedient amount of time that you don't piss Lady Harumi off.
Okay. Excellent. And I'll make sure everything's back where it was, and all the knives and everything I used was clean.
And the chef likes you and thinks that like you actually know what you're doing in the kitchen. You get a compliment.
Oh, excellent.
So
He doesn't know
he hasn't tasted your crab.
you. No.
So
Or my mustache hair.
Yeah, and soft shell hairy crab. Right?
Harry soft shell crab.
Oh, that's just an antenna.
So You guys put
Why is it so crunchy?
the coin into the safe, and it is Thursday afternoon, about 3 o'clock.
Can I make a quick note if you want me to make a notice roll? Who was present in the kitchen when I was working?
Oh, excellent question. There were 4 other chefs.
4 chefs, okay.
And they were very curious as to what you were doing, because what you were making doesn't look like it would have tasted good.
Right. And I will be gregarious enough to make sure I get each of their names.
Excellent. All right.
So we're on downtime, sort of now waiting for.
If you wanted to investigate more, this would probably be a good time.
Okay.
I like to investigate anybody spending large sums of cash
Okay. How are you going to do that?
by asking around belligerently.
So are you going to leave the restaurant?
Yeah.
Okay. So there are lots of shops, and essentially there are other restaurants on the street, and then there are like these kitschy little shops that might sell stuff to people who have lots of money and are really drunk, and might want to make an impulse purchase, like nice purses, cool outfits and cloaks because it's cold, or nice umbrellas. And there is a Rapungan bar right down the street.
Sweet. Then I'll go over there,
Okay.
and I'll tell Red where I'm going in case he wants to go.
Sure. Yeah, I'll go with you.
Okay. So you guys.
I'll drive.
Sweet.
You don't have to walk.
Valet parking.
So you guys putt down the street.
Yeah.
And you land, and you walk in, and the bartender looks up at you, and you get a nod, and lots of people they notice you're there, but they pay no attention.
Like, he's like really hoping like people would pay attention to him. Like he's like, and then just kind of walk in,
Right?
and then just he'll take a quick glance. Like, is there any high rollers in there? Like, what is he seeing?
Make a notice roll.
7,
7.
8.
8. There are a couple guys who, they do jobs for kind of big people.
Okay.
Like they're the closest thing
Okay.
that you get to a baller. You guys are Rep 1, which is you're recognized as Rapungans, and these 2 guys are noteworthy. People talk about them in good circles as getting the job done.
See those guys over there? They might know something.
All right. We should go talk to them.
Let's go.
All right. Fuck.
So you rock up, and
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you to make a cajole roll, and then you're going
Here we
to
go
tell
again.
me what you actually say.
Here, can I roll to help assist him?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have
Well, that's
8.
8
And
8?
I got
for
an 8.
to assist.
Okay, so let's give it a +3.
So that'd be 11.
Nice.
Okay, so what do you say?
Hey, wait, how do these things work? Like the Rapungi thing, like, can I, like, does it really matter? Like, are these guys Rapungi too?
They're Rapungans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, my name's Salaryman, and this is Red. We're just in the area. We're looking to find some new jobs. Oh yeah, I should say
Sorry.
the real name.
You said no. You said Rad, and that's such a better name. Can I be Rad?
We're just looking to, maybe find an employer that'd be able to just be able to spare some cash to do some jobs. Like, we're just trying to make a name for ourselves.
Yeah.
We've seen you guys around. Everybody loves you guys. We see like the lifestyle that you live.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any leads?
I can get anywhere real fast, and he can hurt people a lot.
Here,
And we have loose morals.
Yeah. Very loose.
whatever it takes to get paid. So, all I can tell you, young buck, is don't be around here tomorrow looking for work. Don't be around here tomorrow at all.
What's going on tomorrow?
The last couple of weeks, folks around here have been getting robbed. They came in here on Friday. They turned this place upside down, thinking we had something to do with it. And, we weren't here, but the bartender got robbed too. But they weren't having it. It was like a mob
Who's the people looking for the robbers or the robbers themselves?
It's like all the little shop people up and down the street. Fortunately, most of them are really good cooks and, not really good with a knife. But a couple of them,
So everybody got robbed.
Are these people retaliating because they got robbed?
they people always look to us when something goes wrong. So we won't be around here tomorrow. I don't recommend you're around here tomorrow either.
But nobody saw anything of who robbed them. None of them saw anything.
Look, we're not on the case.
Well, I'm not on the case either. I'm just trying to figure this out because
But,
this doesn't make any kind of sense.
This is big time.
Big time what?
Somebody robbed the whole street.
And nobody knows?
Nobody seems to know anything. But I know enough not to be around here tomorrow.
Wait, time out. Are we? But Roppongi are the ones that have a protection racket, basically, right?
Protection racket, robbery. They put hits on people.
So
They
there's
also-
this entire street they would be taking protection money from.
No.
Okay, so they're not protecting the street.
The people on the street are Ropungans and are then protected by Ropungans, like Old Lady
Okay.
Harumi.
Uh-huh.
But
But that's more of a clan affiliation, not paid.
it's
That's more of a clan affiliation rather than paid in full.
correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
They don't go around jacking everybody for money.
Right. No, I'm more thinking of
that's bad press.
but
But-
the Ropungans, when they do protect people from being robbed, and this street is protected by them from being robbed.
There are people on the street
There
who
are
are
people.
Ropungans who
Okay.
The idea is that if you're gonna go eat, you go eat at Old Lady Harumi's, because she kicks in.
Right. Right. Well, no, I'm just worried. I'm just thinking about who on the street we also should talk to because we Roppongi are supposed to protect them from being robbed.
Oh, okay. That's an excellent question. You kind of have to make a notice roll. The problem with the Ropungans, if there's a problem, is that, if a wife is getting beat by her husband, she might become a Ropungan, and that stuff stops. If a mom has a son who's kind of going wayward, she might become a Ropungan, and he might not be able to get anybody to help him rob any place. They're shady characters, but they're kind of Robin Hoody too.
Right. That's exactly what I'm thinking. I was like, are we supposed to be Robin Hoodie to any of these people?
So, I hear you asking, are there other Ropungans on the street who also might need protection? And we could go ahead and make a notice roll and see if we can figure that out.
Well, I was just hoping that they'd talk to us about what happened. But
Okay.
yes. That's a 12?
A 12. Wow.
Motivated.
There are several restaurants that you notice. Apparently being in the know about these things. Maybe one of the guys, they hip you to two or three other restaurants.
I just want to ask them more about, if it's the same thing where nobody should be able to open the safe and it's just gone.
So
Nobody saw anybody.
So I assume you're going to go talk to folks?
Yeah.
So you go and talk to two restaurants and a guy who sells chocolate, a guy who sells very nice purses, and another restaurant that specializes in little rice balls filled with delicious meat. And I'm sorry.
The hungriest game of the street.
X card. So they were all robbed, and they have no idea what happened. Their tills, their pockets, and
Just, wait, their pockets? They're literal, they were walking around with money in their pockets?
They didn't lose any product.
Well, no,
The
but,
guy who sells purses, he still has very expensive purses.
but he
they
had,
didn't-
a pouch or something with money in it.
Yes.
And then suddenly there was no money in that pouch.
Correct.
Is there spirit world? I mean, obviously there's magic, but is there a spirit world? Or tricksters or?
There is,
Or
and if you knew a mage who kind of trafficked in that sort of thing, if you knew an arcane who trafficked in that sort of thing, they'd be a great person to ask.
Because this is definitely not people like
yeah.
busting a safe open and grabbing it and running. This is even using magic to go down and do it. This is just like magic lifting it off. Or they're making magic. They're making fake coins or something.
That's what I was
beforehand. Yeah. But we should go back with this information.
Yeah,
this is
let's go.
super useful.
Okay. So,
Yeah, Kit is eating at the window.
okay.
She's so hungry.
Like, you can eat in the room. And
She's gonna let me in the like,
Oh,
actual
yeah,
place.
You're working.
Oh my god!
Like, you can't go
Just-
upstairs,
like
but
magic.
there's a little that room that she took you guys in to brief
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Oh man, she's never gotten to eat inside before.
Any house. Ever.
Like anywhere.
Not
Ever.
allowed in the house.
She's having the best meal of her life.
So they ask you, is there anything you like, and they'll serve it up for you.
Stay on the
She's
driveway, go
totally
for
getting
my
like a rice bowl with like all kinds of different fish on top of it, and just like she's having the best night ever.
Okay. So it's getting later in the day. Evening's coming. You guys see people start to roll carts out in the middle of the street and grill up hot dogs. There's a bit of a kind of pall, like a moodiness in the area. People don't seem as friendly as they usually are.
Did you guys come back to like tell Kit what was going on?
Oh, all y'all.
Yeah.
All right.
We're
Well, and I don't know where Cuckoo is.
I'm not sure. I'm probably just sort of hanging out in front of the
Okay.
place and just kind of looking around.
Okay. So around 5 o'clock.
I'm looking for someone casing the place or something.
Oh, okay. Around 3 in the afternoon, you see people with their carts start kind of coming and open up things, and they're selling mochi balls and grilled foods. I will be less descriptive since I was
I
ex-carded.
want some takoyaki.
So all that good stuff, and you see, like people are just generally a little moody. This is usually a happy, happening place. You hear music coming out of a joint down the road, and
Oh, I hear music. I'm going to go down by the places that has music going.
okay. There's a place that they're playing stringed instruments and horns, and it's like some cool swinging jazz, and everybody seems to be having a good time except for the people who work there.
How snug was her actual safe?
Very snug.
Okay. So I'd have to talk to her if I actually wanted to like wait inside of the safe.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah, you run out of air.
Well, that's why I was wondering.
It's not airtight.
tight. But yeah,
But she's not letting you down there.
she's not gonna let
If
me
you
down
want
there
to
yet.
sneak down there, we can have a conversation.
I'm just wondering, even if I sneak down there, if I'm able to open up the safe again and like actually be in there when like stuff is supposed to go missing.
Okay. You know that it would be a really tough order for you to sneak down there.
What if I were something very small,
How small?
like a rat?
Like a rat. Most of the things she pointed out to you are very dangerous. Sharp-edged weapons,
Yep.
pole arms, spikes.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
they're
she
made.
did a good job pointing all of them out to us.
They're made for human-sized people.
Yes.
They're not made for rats. So if you want to try it, we can have a conversation.
I would like to sneak down there because I'm thinking if I can be there where like the money actually is, I can
Yeah.
at least get the sense of like whether or not it just poof disappears, robot men come, like something, and be very small within the safe, but
Got
not
it.
like too tiny that I can't perceive things.
Okay. So let's go ahead and make a. I think this would be a sneak roll.
Because I get a +2 to sneak.
Okay.
Which I really need. Because that's a 7.
A 7. Okay. So you get in. you don't get hurt, you're not sure you're going to be able to get out without setting off a trap.
Okay.
So if you just want to stay here.
My intention is to stay until the money goes.
Okay.
And then, if I don't think I can get back out, scream my head off the next day. Until
Excellent.
somebody comes to find me.
Excellent. You three regroup?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, where's Kit?
She's not regrouping.
Yeah.
Do the people at the place with the jazz music, do they seem too jubilant?
Squeak.
The
Squeak.
patrons?
The patrons.
Squeak 'em
Or
squeak.
just like they're just having a good time and they don't know
There's
what's going
an
on?
average level of
Okay.
jubilation.
All right. Okay.
Appropriate for the quality of the band.
Got it. All right.
So, are you going to talk about what we tell each other, or are we just going to brain dump?
How much time do we have?
We're at 2.5. We got some time.
All
A
right.
little bit of time.
So a lot of people got robbed last couple weeks. An entire street,
Everything just vanished.
even out of people's pockets.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Nobody came walking down the street busting into stuff, and nobody walked out of there with a bunch of money. It just vanished. Where's Kit?
No one knows. You never didn't tell anyone, right?
All right. Poof.
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Did someone get her? Do you think somebody got her?
Maybe.
She was here eating.
Well, yeah, but I mean, money was in the safe. I mean, if it's magic, you can take out a magic user. What are we gonna do?
Dun, dun, dun.
Fucking hell.
And this is probably not the first time that Kit has just like been gone.
She kind of, I'm sure she's disappeared before.
She just wanders off.
So, it gets to be evening, and you guys start seeing like the high quality customers come in, and Otis is at the top of the stairs, getting everybody to their table and telling them the best jokes to make them laugh, and they're getting the best experience. And you see, and old lady Harumi, she kind of wants you out of there. Because
sure.
people are running with food all over the place, and yeah, folks.
Is there a place for us to still be in there, but out of the way? Like maybe the chef's, the little chef's
the chef's
break
room,
Okay.
but she doesn't want you coming and going.
Is there what's the moon like right now?
Ooh, good question. It is a crescent moon.
Okay, so it's not a lot
Is there
because
like
we can always like go up in my ship and I just turn all of the neon off. So I should probably got a fuck ton of neon on it, like flashing lights and stuff.
Right.
Like the Decotora trucks that have all the so we're gonna just hang out there until we see something happen. I don't know.
I don't know if I'd be meta, but how much do we think Salaryman would know about magic?
You haven't given me much inkling so far, but how much do you know about magic?
He's just kind of thinking like, well, if everybody, or my thought is like, if everybody's getting their money taken, however this magic works, maybe they have to see everybody at once, or be able to have some sort of line of sight on everything at once. Is there a place that has line of sight on everything?
That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because how would they know where everything is?
Right. Yeah. Do I need to make a notice roll or?
Sure.
Sweet. 4.
That like you kind
did
of
it.
This food is so good.
you've stumped yourself with the profunditude of that question.
Oh, and just to note,
I should've helped you.
specifically, Kit is on top of actual money. Like,
So I
Like-
don't think you can get into the vault.
I can't
you
get
get
into the vault?
downstairs.
Okay, I can get downstairs.
Can you turn into a bacteria?
Right? Lose my way in.
I'm a what are those? Bears.
She had like
Tardigrades.
Sorry, yes,
I'm a
tardigrades.
we did see her like pull like
Yes.
a sequence of things though, right?
Well, there's a thing in back we didn't see her hands.
Yeah.
Do you want to try to open it?
I just feel like if I am in
It's a
contact
trap.
with the actual money, that I have more success. But at the
We
same
can-
time, if I get caught down there maybe stealing stuff, it's going to be bad times for me.
No.
But she's not going to let me back down in there, and I feel like the best place to be when the money is stolen is where the money is.
You would have to turn back human to do the little combination
Which makes you a big target.
for all those traps.
All those darts.
And you would have to make a notice roll. And you didn't tell me you were kind of paying attention, so I'd give you -2 to your notice roll.
To try and remember.
Yeah.
It is a trap, but I kind of want to. It's also one-shot Saturdays.
So you just want to take it off the rails.
Isn't that what I'm supposed to do as a player? That was my understanding, is that it's off the rails murder hobo. It's like what we do.
You have yet to murder anybody in this game.
You know what? She's busy serving people upstairs. I can at least take one shot at trying to
Okay.
get stuff undone.
So let's make a notice roll. See if you can remember the combination.
Okay.
Do it.
Plus another 1, so that's 7.
-2.
Oh,
So
it's
it's
minus
5.
2. So, okay. It's
So you
Oh,
can
fine.
try it, but you know you don't remember.
Fuck. I guess I'm just going to hang out really, really close to the safe.
I'm trying to think. I did say it was steel.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's an animal that you could turn into that could chew through it
I mean, rats can chew through anything eventually.
eventually. I don't think you could chew through steel tonight.
Super
I'm trying
rat
to-
magic strength.
I'm trying to be reasonable.
No, I get it. I get it. I'm just trying to think if there's a way to be like literally in contact with the money when this all like goes up, and if it's not airtight, if there's something maybe I can like wheedle my way in there, like turn into a flea or
Like a
something.
cockroach.
Or a flea or
You don't
something.
want to be a cockroach?
No. I would prefer not to. I would probably go like flea and then back to rat or
Got it.
something.
Okay.
I would be my own plague.
Let's go ahead and make a sneak roll and see if you can get in.
Okay. This one, and I think I get a +2 to sneak, so
Okay.
I have a +3 in total.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right.
9 plus another 3
Yes,
is 12.
It's fun. Let's say you got into the vault.
Woo!
It's dark in there.
That's fine. I'm
Yes.
gonna turn back into a rat, so I'm not completely as tiny, and I
Yes.
can see better than like a
All right.
flea or some shit could perceive. And I'm just gonna be like chilling on one of the stacks of money,
Okay.
because
it-
hopefully they'll magic me along too, and I'll be like, oh, I know where this
There you
is.
go.
Report back, squeak squeak.
Or it disappears, and you went, oh, it magically disappears. We know that for sure.
One way or the other, I want to know like what happens to the
Okay.
money.
So it is coming on midnight, and the area is starting to kind of peak, and like being loud and raucous and party-y. Did you guys go into the air on your ship?
I don't know. I'm kind of thinking that, but I'm also kind of thinking that being on the ground would be better. I don't know. What do you
I
guys
feel
think?
like with my notice roll, salary man just eating.
I figured I'm going to stay in the restaurant and try to stay out of the way because
Okay.
I kind of
Yeah.
want to be there.
Okay.
I'll probably just be in my ship just in case. Flying around. I mean, are there tall buildings and stuff here?
Yep.
Okay. Because I don't know. Even though you didn't think of anything, that's not necessarily the worst idea in the world. Like,
Okay.
what if they're in an airship flying over
You
to
go
do the thing?
into the air,
Mm-hmm.
and what you do see is you know that there's like a little alley behind Lady Hirumi's. That's where people go eat. You see people starting to load up wagons, and it's kind of
Suspicious.
as the night, like in the alleys behind 3 or 4 restaurants, as they start to empty out, they're loading up the chairs, they're loading up the tables, they're taking down the decoration and like
Like they're packing up and leaving.
They're packing up and leaving.
I wonder if they've already been robbed.
Well, yeah, that's what we were told.
No, like tonight.
Well, how quickly are they loading up?
I mean, they're just normal people.
Okay.
They're not super packers.
Cool. Then I'm gonna land real quick.
Uh-huh.
Try and grab these guys. Hey, something's
Okay.
going down.
All right.
Let's
Sal,
go.
come on.
Okay.
Run with the sword.
So you
And
guys
get back up so they can see what's
Yeah.
going on.
and you guys see people just at 3 different restaurants. People are kind of loading up wagons behind their restaurants, and they seem to be cleaning out the places.
I'm gonna go and drop them off
Yeah.
by
Okay.
there because one guy can speak restaurant, the other guy can speak pain.
Okay. I love it. So who's doing the talking?
I'll start.
Okay. So you don't have to make a control roll. They're
Okay.
like, this place is like haunted or whatever. Like you can't make a living if people keep taking your money. So
Did you guys get robbed again?
no. But we got Friday night's money, and it's a good time to. I mean, Thursday night's money, and it's a good time to move before somebody comes and takes it.
Get well, getting's good. I
Get
understand.
while it getting's good.
I'm going to talk to a couple other restaurateurs and ask.
Kind of similar story.
Okay.
And a couple folks are like, "Oh yeah, we got. We're
kinda
taking
talk.
off in the morning."
So is it the only restaurateurs that are leaving?
No.
Okay.
Like it's a plethora of shops.
Okay.
One of the Rapungans, they're like, "You're gonna catch this guy, right? The guy who sells purses."
We're trying.
Has anybody lost any money that's personally theirs?
Yes.
I don't think we ever established that, right?
Like people who just work there also have had money just come out of their pocket.
There on that street or
On
at
that
home?
street.
But only on that street.
On that street.
Okay.
They were there getting ready to get set up and open.
I'm looking for an airship or something again,
Okay.
or like
Make a notice roll. It's getting to be like 3 a.m.
It's a 7.
There's kind of normal traffic. You don't see anybody loitering per se. Couple of ships that are kind of doing Uber work, trying to show up to pick people up and take them where they got to go. But that's about it. Old Lady Harumi's shop closes down, and you hear her coming down the stairs. Squeak.
I'm gonna hide behind piles of money.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a sneak roll.
Plus another 3.
All right.
So
She
yeah,
does
that's,
not see
what,
you.
11?
You see her open it up, and
Yeah.
she puts a couple piles of coin in there, and you see her top off a couple of the piles of coins, and she looks around, and she closes it up.
Squeak.
Squeak. There's more money there.
Cool. And I'm definitely like, I would have like hidden towards the back corner where it was dark, but I'm gonna come back and be like in physical contact with the money.
Yes. So
In my head, you're like the rest, like lounging on the
Yeah.
money, and, like painted over, and like
I'm
pushing
like-
coins around.
I'm playing Scrooge McDuck in
Scrooge
there.
McDuck, yeah. You're swimming in money. So, if you guys gonna do anything before the sun comes up? All right.
I would like to get. I want to get back to her place because I would like to sleep on top of the trap door that leads down to the safe when she closes.
Okay. She thinks that's absolutely unreasonable, but she's not gonna stop you.
Okay,
But Milo's gonna stay there with you.
that's fine.
All right. So, you guys.
I'll stay with the cook because we have no idea where she went,
I'm just
and
gonna,
he's in his airship.
yeah, I'm gonna stay awake trying to fly cap. I'll just stay awake all
Fly
night.
cap.
Just
Combat
watching
air
everything.
patrol.
Yeah, combat air patrol.
Nice. Okay. All these words. All right. So the sun comes up, and those people who said they were taking off Friday morning, you see wagons pull up in front of their place, and they start, moving stuff out. It's kind of sad.
Is she here yet?
She's
Old Lady Harumi?
not there yet.
Okay.
Money?
Money's there. So is the rat.
Yay!
Do you know the sun's up?
Nope.
All right.
I'm making coin angels.
Nice. So, the cooks show up, and they're like, "Oh, you guys are still here. All right. Well, we're making breakfast. You want some breakfast?"
Yes, thank you.
No, I'm so hungry up here.
You're hungry.
They hook you up some breakfast, and they get to kind of getting everything prepared, getting some water boiling, and old lady Harumi shows up, and she's got the market purchase of the morning, and she looks around.
We should check the safe.
Yes, because you were here all night. So she goes down and she checks the safe. You gonna hide again?
Oh no! At this point, like if she's come down to check it, like I know, like I have a sense of I've been in here for a while. So I'm gonna try and just sneak out around her.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a minus for that.
Okay.
Because she is very paranoid and watchful.
Sure.
So I'm gonna give you a -2.
Okay.
You guys go with her down to the safe?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make your sneak roll. She opens the safe and...
Plus what? It's a 7?
And is that with your -2?
Yeah.
Okay. One of you guys make a notice roll for all of you to see your friend scurry out of the safe.
I imagine it's her because like every animal she turns into has black fur and yellow eyes. Even in rat form.
A black-furred rat?
Yeah.
9. So you notice
Okay.
Kit run out of the safe, and old lady Harumi does not.
Okay.
I imagine I turn back to human while you guys are peering in and just turn back to human what are we looking at?
Is it all there?
You want a rice ball?
Oh, yes I do.
I'm here.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm starving.
So old lady Harumi is not amused by whatever is going on, and she says, "Okay, the money's here. All of you out."
Well,
We still haven't caught who did this. We can't guarantee that they'll disappear next Friday.
I feel better if the safe is locked. If anybody's going to come and try to rob me.
Well, certainly. But you out you want us to we're done? We've solved this? Because I don't think we have.
I don't think you have either.
Okay.
I mean, if you want us gone, we'll
So just
go,
out of
but-
the
Out of the
safe
safe
room.
room, yeah.
Okay.
So you guys go out, and you guys
eating
hear
inside is nice.
you guys hear music
Never done it
coming
before?
down the street.
No.
Does it sound like the
Amazing,
same direction
isn't it?
as the place I went to the night before?
No,
I used to do it all the
This is a
time.
matsuri. It's like a parade,
Oh, okay.
and so there's a wagon being pulled by 3 people, and guy playing a flute, 2 people on the back playing the taiko drums, and several people outside dancing, and
This is Ghost Rider requesting permission to buzz the tower. I want to buzz the parade.
okay. You sure? You go get in your ship and
Well, I've been in my ship the whole time.
yeah. Oh, you didn't go into the
Yeah,
safe
no,
room.
I've been flying around
Okay.
making sure that nothing happens.
So you go.
So I'm bored and I'm punchy and I haven't eaten.
Oh no!
And you've been awake the whole
I've
time.
been awake the whole time.
So you go and you buzz the parade.
Yeah.
And they're not amused by this, but
Why?
they kind of keep going.
Yeah.
You notice people keep kind of come out and they look and some of them start dancing, and it seems to be the only levity that's kind of happened around here. You know, it almost seems to lift a cloud, and the thing just keeps going
What's
down
it
the
a
street.
parade for?
Parades just happen periodically, and you could stop them and ask them
It's
what
like
the
New
parade's
Orleans.
for. But yeah,
If they just happen, don't care.
make
it's
me
just
a
parade.
notice roll.
That'd be an 8.
An 8. You buzz the parade, and you get out of earshot, and you're like, that was some really good music. And you look back, and you see everybody coming out and dumping money into the bags of the people dancing at the parade.
Ah. I gotcha.
So what do you do?
I'm gonna go down and land at the fucking the restaurant.
The restaurant. Okay.
Yeah.
So-
And then run in. It's a parade.
The
Because
parade-
there's people going out and just dumping tons of money out of
Yes.
their shops down the street
So
that
the
keeps
parade
on
has
being robbed.
already gone past Old Lady Harumi's, and you run through the front door and you say,
Yeah. It's the parade.
and you guys are like, what?
What?
parade?
Come with me. Come with
You
me.
guys don't know what he's talking
No.
about.
I mean, I'm back as play.
Come with me. Grab Lady Harumi. Come on. We gotta go.
Okay.
What?
Just pick her up. Come on. We gotta go. I'll show you. I found them.
You
Just
fo-
gotta go
you
now.
found the people who robbed me?
Gotta go now.
Okay.
I'm already in it, Revan. If they don't jump on, if she doesn't jump on soon, I'm gonna go.
So she definitely jumps on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you coming?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
Oh yeah.
Back as play.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait.
Whatever.
Okay.
I'm going. If you don't jump on or not.
Make a notice roll.
8.
You have no money in your pocket.
Wait, you're taking everybody away. I'm not going to go on the thing. If he's yelling, it's the parade, I'm going to start heading back towards where the safe is. Because I'm going to be, like, trying to figure out if this is just disappearing
Okay.
again.
So, Old Lady Harumi comes with you.
Mm-hmm.
You back the play.
Yeah.
You see her turn and go back in.
I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
him.
Okay. So,
I'm trying to figure out if, like, everything from the safe is gone now.
okay. Would you have money on you?
Cash switch?
So that's why I had him roll.
Yeah.
So you can go ahead and try to go past the traps again. You know it will be dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay?
It was dangerous before.
It was dangerous before.
But I also did it last time. Like, I would probably do the same thing I did last time. And
And you know
like,
it'll be dangerous again?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And you want me to roll sneak?
Yep. We're going to make 2 sneak rolls at no minus because you've done this before.
So that would be a 9.
A 9. Okay.
And then that's going to be a 11.
Okay. So you can get in and out of the safe, and the safe is empty.
Son of a bitch! Okay, I'm going to go back where I came.
Okay.
Just because I wanted to verify that, like, it was really everything, and it's just completely cleaned out.
Yep.
Right? Can I smell the one that was?
Only smell Old Lady Harumi. The one that you did your thing to is gone.
I'm going back up to the street because I'm going to try and smell for it along the parade.
Okay. So you guys are in the plane.
So I'm putting pedal to metal as fast as I can. Go.
So can we actually
There's-
see the parade and people coming out and dumping their money into the?
You can't see it from the street, but if he
Okay.
takes you up high enough in the air, you can see all of
And
this
I'm going to
going.
explain as we go. It's like a parade went through. I saw people putting all of their money into it.
So they're bewitching people.
Apparently, and then they forget that they ever did it. They're the ones who
You
know
guys
their combo.
do not remember ever seeing a parade.
They know the combination. They know.
Old Lady Harumi's like, the money in my pocket is gone.
Yeah.
Again.
You put it
I
in
believe
there.
you. So, what?
You put it in there. I
I
watched
did
it.
not. She wants to have
Magic.
Okay.
We're gonna fuck her. I'm gonna drive her.
Magic.
What are you doing?
I'm actually going to go, since I can change forms, I'm going to go to like wolf form,
Uh-huh.
so I can run faster and chase down the street towards what they were talking about.
Okay. So, you get close, and the music beguiles you, and you are not compelled to chase them anymore.
Son of a bitch.
So,
So
what's the plan? You see a wolf lope down the street,
Right.
and then kind of stop and.
Don't get. Well, can I like make some sort of roll to make the connection to know that we need to stay a distance away?
I mean, the
You
music's pretty
cannot,
cool.
you cannot hear the music because his motors are so loud.
Okay.
Oh,
Good.
yeah, it's a loud motor. I'm sure I have a button that makes it even louder.
Okay.
Just like pull the thing and blah, 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 like
uh-huh.
it's like 20 chopper engines.
Right.
Like in a
All
thing,
with
and then
glass
then they
pans.
spin.
I was
Okay.
thinking like Thor Ragnarok, where he hits the happy birthday mode and it starts like
It's
sending
my
off
birthday.
rockets and singing and stuff.
No, it's not that. It's not like that. No. Whoop, 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 whoop. Like all the mufflers just fall off at
So
once.
you guys get closer, and you see everybody absolutely coming out, and Lady Megumi is just like seething.
Can I see like the flute player?
Yep.
I want to jump off of the thing. Do I have a rolling pin,
Rolling pin.
or do I just have the knives?
I don't know. Do you have a rolling pin?
I would like to have a rolling.
Okay.
Something not lethal because we're not supposed to kill anyone, right? Didn't he say we're not supposed to kill anyone?
I mean, accidents happen. That's what I heard.
You have a rolling pin.
Okay. I'm going to jump down. I'm going to clock the guy in the back of the head with the rolling pin. I'm hoping if
Okay.
I stop him, that might be the.
I'm going to ask you to make a notice roll.
Okay.
If you fail in this notice roll, you're going to be distracted by the music, and you will not want to attack him.
Okay.
Yeah, knock out the
Earplugs.
music so I
Yeah,
can help.
yeah. I was thinking that.
Oh no!
Yeah!
So he
Drop
lands
him off.
very deftly, and he drops the rolling pin, and he starts dancing to the music.
I
How do
start
you
taking
pull
off
off?
my clothes and throwing it in the.
You dig in your pocket, you don't have
Okay,
any money, so
all right.
like you just want to dance.
I'm gonna say to Sal,
Yeah.
earplugs.
What?
You need some earplugs.
So
What?
here's the question: is your ship louder than this flute?
Oh, abso-fucking-lutely it
So
is.
we're going. I don't know. What kind of roll is this? We're gonna make a.
Is it a
I think
pilot
it's
roll?
a pilot roll.
Yeah, that's
We're
awesome.
gonna make a pilot roll for you to kind of follow the ship and kind of
Just-
cancel out. All right.
All right, I'll do that. So that would be pilot.
If you fail, you get your pilot pluses. If you fail, you will be beguiled by the music.
Okay, but if I succeed, I can
If you
unbeguile
succeed,
everybody.
people will begin to fall out of the spell.
All right.
Do it.
That is a 9 plus 3 is a 12.
Okay, so you start whoop 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 whoop, and the guy playing the taiko drum stops playing the taiko drum, and he pulls out a big arbicus.
Ah, get him.
What's an arbicus?
It's like a old-fashioned gun.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There's an actual term for like the Japanese style of it, and
Yes.
that has a like flintlock.
Oh, it's like a
It's-
muzzle loading rifle.
Yeah.
This is probably
Get 'em,
not going to
Ray.
shoot a bullet or a lead ball or anything. You'll tell him what it'll shoot
Oh, boy.
in Shibuya. Okay.
Shoots
It shoots a
other
gun
guns.
that shoots a knife that explodes
Into
Yes!
into bees.
Vegan.
It's murder time, guys.
Yeah.
Accidents happen.
What are you doing and to whom?
The guy with the arbicus.
So you have stuffed stuff in your ears.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you let's go ahead and make I want you to make a notice roll to stuff stuff in your
Aw.
ears. If you do it with complication, I'll make you
7.
save it. Okay. So if you like do something like crazy, I'm gonna say,
Yep.
let's see if it wiggles out. All right. All right.
Yeah, he's gonna run and jump off the thing and try to just cut the guy in twain.
Okay. So fight roll.
I'm super not good at this game. 7.
7. Okay. You cut the guy. And go ahead and do me 2 dice of damage.
Tanegashima. That's what
10.
it's called.
10. Okay. Wow.
I do damage.
Yeah.
He falls off, bloody. And the flute player, you see him trying to play louder than the engines, and he seems to be failing miserably. You see your friends attacking the ship. And, like, they just appeared out of nowhere. Everybody's
And
starting...
they're attacking something I can't see?
No, you see
Or-
them attacking the parade.
Okay.
But like they kind of just appeared out of nowhere. Everything was all good, and then like you heard the mufflers, and it's like, oh, and you became unbeguiled. But you see, the humans are still becoming unbeguiled. You became unbeguiled before them.
Oh. I'm gonna go attack instruments.
Okay,
I'm gonna take them and like fucking try and rip like the guy's got the flute.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and like grab it in my teeth and like fling it away
excellent.
from him and
Let's
stuff.
go ahead and do an attack roll on the guy with the flute. Who's trying to play louder, but he seems to be failing.
Ooh, nice skull dice.
Yeah, so that's a 9. What's the attack?
Fight.
Fight.
The
So
itchy.
it's a 9.
It's a 9. Okay, you attack him, and he still has the flute, but he's trying to kick you off. Go ahead and do you do extra damage in your animal form?
Well, let's see. It's add 2 to cast spells that allow mage to use animal abilities.
Yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and roll 1 die for biting.
Ah, yeah!
Okay,
Skull
you get-
dice.
You
Skull
get him
dice
good.
win.
Who's doing what?
I am just trying to stay right above
Okay.
that thing.
And
So that's going to take all of my...
Did she neutralize the flute player?
she stopped the flute player.
Okay.
You're starting to realize something's up.
I'm going to get my big hatchet out,
Okay.
the big cleaver,
The cleaver?
and I'm going to go at one of the other taiko drum.
Okay.
The drum, not the drummer, the drum.
Okay.
I'm going to right through the skin.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a fight roll just for fun.
Fight.
Fight.
7.
Everybody. Okay. So you jump up and you hit that drum, and that drum is split.
Okay.
And you see people around you starting to kind of, what's going on?
Yeah, attack the instrument.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Attack the people.
More fragile.
So you see old lady Harumi jump out of the ship,
What the?
and she goes for the guy with the flute.
She's about that life.
Oh, we got to.
She's about that
do
life.
that.
Okay. So
Still, if accidents happen, you could take over a restaurant.
DJ, accidents happen. So old lady Harumi is running toward you and the guy with the flute. There are several people, the dancers, have pulled out swords, and they're trying to figure out if they want to fight or flee. And 2 of them have taken off running.
I want to be really scary. I want them to run away because I'm not.
Okay.
They're trying to kill people. I'm not necessarily trying to kill people, but I want them to be really scared of me.
Who?
The people that they're
The
like
Matsuri people?
Yeah, that are kind of like
Okay.
on the edge of
Let's
whether
make
or
a
not.
cajole roll.
All right. It's not great for me.
And
So that's going to be a 7 because I don't think I
Oh.
get to use. Well, wait a second.
it's like a
It says cast spells that allow me to use animal abilities.
right.
So I'm using animal abilities. I want to like howl at them.
So you want to use us? You
Like
want to
the
use
fact-
arcane for this?
I mean,
and
I
that
want
gives
to
you a
use. I want to
plus?
use the fact that I am actually a giant fucking wolf,
Okay.
like coming at them,
Okay.
like howling that they're like, "Oh fuck this,"
Okay.
and go away.
Everybody but the guy with the flute takes off.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
You're still piloting the ship.
Yep.
Company man.
Is there a way I could do a cajole roll to try to boost some reputation? To be like, oh, I just took out this dude all super badass jumping off the thing and just like...
So let's do it. Let's do it.
Please don't suck dice. 7.
7. Okay. People are coming to, and they see you standing over the guy who was playing the drum that has been split in, like,
Yeah.
the leather's been split on. And you look like you really took him.
Yes.
But they're trying to figure out what's going on. Old lady Harumi walks up to the guy. And she...
Who's she walking at? The flute player?
The flautist.
The flautist.
And she's going for the flute.
Good.
Okay?
Can I tackle him?
He is on the ground.
Oh, he is on the ground.
Yes.
I want to see.
He has a large dire wolf standing
Okay,
over
all
him.
right. Okay. I could. Then I want to grab him by the scruff
If
of the
you
neck.
smell him, there's the smell of urine.
Yay!
Hey, we all
That
smell
means-
it. I don't
means
need to
it's
be an animal.
working.
Yes.
Can I grab him by the scruff of the
I don't
neck?
need to be an animal for that.
Truth serum.
Okay.
So intense.
What was that?
Did I give you the right one, or is that the one that liquefies your guts?
Oh no no! What?
Oh no! Those are still here. You're fine. What were you doing? This is everyone who's.
So, I I want this to just work. So he says, I was doing what I do every Friday around noon. I was playing my flute and taking everybody's money.
Kit's
What?
gonna snap her
this
jaws.
is a thief? You guys caught? Is he a thief? Who?
Where's the money?
It's in the wagon.
What
But
about the money?
don't take it. I can't go back empty-handed. They'll kill me.
Who they?
The Cactus Crew.
Cactus Crew. Do you ever heard of the Cactus Crew?
You've heard the Cactus Crew, and you've heard of the Cactus Crew.
I don't think I can hear him though.
You do not hear. You've heard of the Cactus Crew. They're like a upstart.
They're
like,
an upstart group
branch of the Rapungans.
So, hold on one quick second. Have they stopped playing at this point?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to not deafen everybody now so I can actually talk.
Okay.
What?
Oh, you're the Cactus Crew.
So they can actually hear.
The
This can
Cactus
actually
Crew
happen.
is like a faction of the Rapungans based out of Ikebukuro, and they are trying to, just
Muscle in.
They're muscling in. They're big for their britches. They've crossed some lines.
I'm gonna snap my jaws in the guy's face and just growl at him.
I'm afraid of dogs.
Where's the rest of Where's the money from the last 2 Fridays?
Ikebukuro.
Ah, okay.
I think I know where we're headed.
Sure.
Is there a way I could sneak and take the flute?
From Old Lady Hirumi. You can try.
Yeah, she can't be trusted with that shit.
We're gonna do it.
Yeah, you can't be trusted with that shit. Do it.
What is that? 9.
9.
Nice.
So, what does it take roll? I think this is kind of fight.
Agile
I was
or
thinking-
fight? If it's fight,
I was thinking sneak, maybe.
Sneak. Yeah, she sees you.
I could be like,
or you just be like, "Give me the."
No. Yeah, you'd have to muscle it for her.
well, because if it's fight, it'd be a
And
9.
If you're coming up to her, I'm going to give her a move before you get there. And she's going to break it.
Okay, then he'll stop.
If she breaks it, or you want her to break it?
If she breaks it, I mean, it's basically like either we're gonna have it or she's gonna break it. It's gonna get broke.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're gonna let her break it?
Yeah.
She'll like give you half.
All right, cool.
All right. Sweet. High five.
She's like, go get my money.
I mean, like victory rolls.
All right.
Okay.
All right, I'll come down and pick him up.
So,
So are there like
What?
constables or something I can leave this guy with, or I wonder if I should take this guy back to
you
Nobunori?
should take this guy back to Nobunori.
Okay.
Okay.
We
Did
can
he
do
come
that.
with
Yeah.
us?
The constables, most of them are bought.
Is there any in the half that she gave me? Is there any like markings on the flute? Like
Yes.
all right, then we'll give that to Nobunori too.
So there is starting to be a small kind of riot around this wagon as people kind of are cracking it open and money spilling out on the street.
It's not our problem.
Yeah. what are things that are not my problem for 1,000?
And we're leaving the drummers there because fuck drummers.
Yeah.
The drummer is opened up on the street.
It's just one. I thought it was two.
Yeah. There's one drummer. He's opened up on the street. The rest of the dancers have gotten so scarce.
Okay.
I thought you
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Badass, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally not an accident.
So,
Yeah.
she says, you need to take me to Ikebukuro now.
Is that where the cactus people are?
Yeah, but that's not where Nobunoro is.
Yeah, he's back in Roppongi.
And
Yeah, we're going to see Roppongi.
But
We're
is it-
get-
but
we'll
is it-
come- blow the whistle on this thing.
We'll be right back.
Yeah. She can come with us to Nobunori. If she wants,
Okay,
right?
she'll do that.
Yeah.
If you want.
Okay.
Yeah, and we were supposed to find out where the money went. We weren't supposed to necessarily recover the money.
Correct, Mundo.
You're probably the brains of this operation. let's be perfectly honest here.
Let's hop on the ship, and we go back to Roppongi.
So you saw it, right?
I did this. I went, like, it was awesome.
Yeah.
So you guys
It was like a dive bomb man sword.
get back to Nobunori's, and Old Lady Hirumi is like just smacking this guy every chance she gets. Like,
Right.
She's just like, and at first he's taking it, and then he's trying not to take it, and she's kind of beating his ass like one smack at a time, and he kind of
I'll
can't
help
get
her.
out the way.
Hold him. No,
And
right
then
there.
every once in a while,
So you guys all go in the back,
Mm-hmm.
and Nobunori looks at you. He's quite impressed, and he says, I think you should go out to the bar. Me and Miss Harumi, we're going to talk to this fellow. Thank you very much. I owe you a lot. So, you guys would all get a favor from Nobunori that you could cash in. Kind of get out of jail free card or whatever you needed. And
Are we not going to Ikebukuro?
you're not going to Ikebukuro.
Oh, we are not.
Yes. Yeah. You guys are not that team. He
And
wants
we were
he wants to be
pushing
that team.
I mean, I am that team, guys.
No. We can do that on the sly, right?
There is 2 weeks worth of robbery money out there.
Yeah.
Just saying.
They don't know how much is there.
You got the address.
We're bad. We're kind of bad guys.
We're not really bad guys. We're Robin
We
Hood.
might be the baddie. Skull.
You guys would all get either another feat or another level.
Okay.
Neat.
And you guys would get a free dinner at Old Lady Harumi's.
Oh,
Right.
on the inside.
100.
Upstairs, even.
Oh, upstairs.
Not the free menu.
So I'm glad I took combat pilot, but what I would take is look good doing it. +2 to do something ridiculous when something simple would suffice.
That's awesome.
That was made for me. That is tailor made for how I like to roleplay.
I'm glad you dig it.
It's awesome.
This has been Shibuya Nights.
Awesome.
Thank you very much for
Yay.
playing my game. You know,
Fantastic. And what's the Kickstarter? They go to
you go to ShibuyaNights.com and buy the book, and you can get to the Kickstarter.
Cool.
And you can help support the game. We're still trying to pay for art and maps. I've just closed the deal with a phenomenal map maker, and we're trying to get everything done before China goes on its holiday in February.
Yeah.
That is the goal.
Cool.
Excellent.
Thank you very
Oh, well,
much.
right there, Boudet RPG in the forum or the chat room said, halfway through this session, I backed it.
Hey,
There you go.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you so much.
Rad.
Map
And
maker,
thank you,
map
Happy Jacks.
maker, make
Excellent.
me
Thank you
You
very
guys
much.
having time?
All right, that was it for Shibuyan Nights, and we will see you next Saturday with some kind of one shot. I don't know what that will be yet. And then also tomorrow night is Traveler Exodus at 4 p.m. Pacific time. HappyJacks.org/live. And thank you. And that's it. And thank you very much for Mo for coming out and jamming it for us.
Thanks
It was
for having
awesome.
me, guys.
Thank you.
It's great.
And I will leave you with the closing thing.
If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. I've lived 1,000 lives, I piloted 1,000 souls, I killed and fought and died just for a single role. The preceding program has been a presentation of the Angry Folk Media Empire.